Oh, jeez. Setup's all wrong. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Buffalo Sports Center. Another stream here tonight. I'm Don. Why is my... Refresh that. There we go. Alright, we got 22 people in the chat. I was, everything was off kilter. I've been playing catch up all day, I'm not gonna lie, so I apologize if I... Usually I announce like in the morning that there's gonna be a Sabre stream, but I've been at the law school all day trying to study and do all that fun stuff, so yeah. Sawyer, what's going on? Hello to everyone else. Thank you for joining me here on this fine Wednesday evening. The Sabres are taking on the New York Rangers right now, and obviously the Sabres have already clinched a playoff spot. That was a lot in part of why we were watching the games, but now it all comes down to playoff seeding. As of last night, the Sabres clinched a top 3 spot in the Atlantic. However, the Sabres, the Canadiens, and the Tampa Bay Lightning are all tied at 102 points, all looking for home ice advantage in the first round. It's going to be a dogfight from now until the end of the season. And just because the Sabres are really good and the Rangers are not, doesn't mean that the Sabres can look past their opponents here tonight. Every single point counts, especially when the other teams around them have not been dropping many. Importantly, though, the Canadiens and Lightning play each other tomorrow night. Hopefully, that result ends in a regulation loss for somebody. I don't care who. Actually, well, I'll tell you why I will care who wins that game. A lot of it is based off of the result here tonight between the Rangers and Sabres. If the Sabres win, we want the Canadiens to win. If the Sabres lose, we want Tampa to win. Why? Because if the Sabres lose and Tampa wins, the Montreal stays behind the Sabres for second place here in the Atlantic, and the Sabres will maintain home ice advantage. At a baseball game, I'll be watching the game, but might not be able to watch the stream that long, but I'll tune in for some parts. Sawyer, you do what you gotta do, man. Enjoy your baseball game. It's fine with me. It's all cool. Well, we got 23 people. Make sure folks to like and subscribe. I hope I can match the energy levels of the last couple of streams I've been on. Not the Islanders' third period one. The Islanders' third period, I may have crashed out a little bit over the Wi-Fi. Even if that happens tonight, I'll make sure I've been cool, calm, collected. Just try to control my emotions. We'll do our best in that. But we got 3 likes right now. Come on, guys. Let's get those numbers up. Let's get the algorithm on our side. You may not even like me after, 5 minutes of streaming, but, give this channel a chance. It's free. It's easy to do. In terms of lines tonight, I know Michael Kesselring will be back in the lineup here for the Buffalo Sabres. It's been a long time since we've seen Kesselring to tonight's game, to finally getting back in. But yeah, hopefully Michael Kesselring has responded well to his benching. He's hungry. He's eager to get into the lineup. And I'm glad we're finally getting to see some minutes with him. I have not loved Logan Stanley's game for a while now. They were okay, I guess, against the Tampa Bay Lightning. They were on the ice, though, for that second Tampa goal for Jake Ensel. But I didn't hate their game necessarily then, but beforehand, it's been kind of on and off, love and hate, I guess, with Luke Schenn and Logan Stanley. I definitely believe that Michael Kesselring should be above Luke Schenn in the lineup. Is he better than Zach Metsa? Probably not, even though Metsa has been on the ice for a couple goals against. Connor Timmins, I'd argue Kesselring is better than Timmins. Even when Kesselring was injured, he's got more puck-moving abilities than Timmins ever has. And Kesselring can play penalty kill minutes. But that'll be a player I'm watching here tonight. Jack Quinn looking to get to the 20-goal mark for the first time in his NHL career. Very curious to see if he can make it happen tonight. Again, New York, they're very porous defensively. They're not very good offensively either, which is why they're 3 games below 500, and they were the first team eliminated from the playoff contention. But again, Tampa, Buffalo, Montreal each have 4 games remaining in their seasons, and all 3 teams here at the top of the Atlantic are vying for a not only to win the division, but to get home ice advantage. That'll be huge. And for the Sabres, if they can somehow pry first place away from the Tampa Bay Lightning, that'd be great. That would be fantastic. All right. There we go. All right, I guess that one is okay. I just want to figure that out. Renzek, yeah, we're always buffering. What's new? Well, I was switching between. I was testing out which internet option was gonna be better for tonight. I'd rather figure that out before the game than during the game. So the other one was far worse. So I'm gonna stick with this one. I'm still here, guys. I was testing some things out. Don't worry. That buffering was self-induced. I did that. That was on me on purpose. Well, all right. We're a couple minutes away here from puck drop, folks. TNT and national media always love to take their sweet old time getting games started. You'll love to see it. But we're up to 8 likes. Yes, Jason is absolutely right in chat. Make sure folks like and subscribe. Yeah. Am I looking more yellow tonight than normal? Is this a thing? Is my liver failing me again? Maybe. It could be. But Sabres got to get 2 points here tonight. It's inexcusable for them to lose to the Rangers, even if Igor is playing. So the Rangers have wild card spot hopes. No, that's a funny one. Is this sunlight shining on? Nope. Just these lights, just my usual lights that I have next to me. No, I think I'm just actually, I'm more yellow than normal. That's the explanation. All right. There looks like MSG is introducing the starting lineup here for the Rangers. We got 20 people in here. Thank you for joining me on this fine Wednesday evening. You think I look normal? Okay. It must be in my own head then. Yep, you guys are, I think, you must be right. It must be in my head. You're just not affirming what I feel. Yeah, looks like the Rangers got a lot of prospects in the lineup. Make sure I got all of them on my list. Perel, yes. Noah Laba, yes. Yaroslav Schmelar, yeah. Adam Siorka, yeah. Drew Fortescue, sure. All right. But the Rangers got a ton of rookies in the lineup. Looks like they've just called it quits on the season. They're seeing what they got in their pipeline. Who sticks? Interestingly, though, I gotta say, no Matt Rempe in the lineup. Sabres are known as an incredibly difficult team. Who's starting goal? Yeah, it is Luukkonen, Scott. Luukkonen is in net here for Buffalo tonight. Alex Lyon is injured. He tweaked something in his lower body. We didn't get any more details from Coach Lindy Ruff, but Alex Lyon is day-to-day with a lower body injury. Colton Ellis will be the backup here tonight for the Sabres. So Luukkonen in net. Colton Ellis backing up here for Buffalo. And for the Rangers, I'm not sure. I'd assume Igor is starting. I know they've been giving rookie Dylan Garand a couple of looks here recently. But I'd have to assume it's going to be Igor in net. But right now we're doing national anthems, it appears. That puck drop remains elusive. We continue to wait. Mr. Gnome really having trouble finding it to watch. You can watch, if you have cable, you can see the game on TNT if you can gosh, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, you can watch it on cable with TNT. I know YouTube TV also is providing an actual stream of the game. In the NHL app, you can listen to it on the radio. If you just despise me and my voice that much, I wouldn't take it personally. I understand. And then if you have the HBO app and you pay for the TNT TBS package, you can also watch it there. Outside of that, unless you're local, I don't really know what to tell you. I'm not aware of any other options. That's everything nationally for me, and that's what I care about, since I am not in the state of New York at all. Do you, Mr. Gnome, do you have the standard TNT plan, or do you have, like, the upgrade? I don't know what... I believe it's the second level of the TNT and the HBO packages. Yeah, it's in the sports section. If you pay for that sports package as well, I believe it's $18 a month. You would be able to watch this game. Scott, no, unfortunately, I can't show the game. If I were on Twitch, maybe, but YouTube would copyright me. I've tried it before, and I always get vanquished within, like, 5 minutes. You wouldn't get much, and the channel would get a copyright strike, and I don't really want that. But anyways, folks, we are off and running here in the first period between the Sabres and Rangers. I really hate this TNT score bug. They have the Sabres as a yellow background. That just is disgusting. Rangers have the puck in the Sabres' far end corners. Eventually, Tage digs it out and goes far side here. A little bit of space and speed. Krebs with a shot. Shesterkin. Yes, he is starting, though. He makes the initial first save. Yes, like and sub. Thank you. 38 people. Yeah, if you guys have questions, I'm always here to answer them. I won't take it personally if you don't want to watch me. I totally understand wanting to watch the real deal. I can't imagine. If you get... Oh, Sabres just turned it over inside their own blue line. Zibanejad with a shot off the crossbar. You can hear that doink from a mile away. Sabres, that's not a great turnover there from Buffalo. I didn't see initially who turned it over. It looks like it was Samuelson on the far boards. He tried to go through the middle of the ice. His pass was picked off on the high slot by Perreault. Gave it off to Zibanejad in his shot. Looking short side, blocker side on Lukin, and nearly got that one to go. All right, another face-off here. Lafreniere digs at it with Byram. Sabres eventually gain possession. Quinn chips it out of the zone. It goes down the ice. Not far enough for an icing, though. Perreault leaves it in the corner here for Will Borgen, the former Sabre there. And he eventually will find his way out, courtesy of Matthew Robertson. Dishes it across to Robertson. He'll backhand it deep into the Sabres' end. Byram retrieving it, gives it to Power. Power trying to go up the boards. It was short. And eventually found Zucker, and he clears. Rangers now in their own zone after that Zucker turnover. Minute and a half in, Rangers already have clanked iron tonight. Brain Schneider trying to get away from Josh Norris. His pass goes forward into the Sabres' end. Luukkonen stops it there. But again, the Sabres fail to clear here. Very sloppy work here from Buffalo. Cooley is centering pass misses. Goes to the point. Schneider shot. Rebound sits in front. Cooley has it there. Finds its way to the back post. Trocheck can't jam it home. Rebound goes to the corner. Sabres are looking mighty, mighty suspect right now. Oh, and weird bounce off the stanchion goes right out in front. Another high danger opportunity. Luukkonen blocks it. Now another chance goes out in front. They wait it. They drag it. Luukkonen out of his crease. It goes behind the net for Cooley. No shot. He sends it to the point instead. Perreault. Sabres are on their asses right now. They are struggling. First shift out there, meanwhile, for Kesselring. Eventually, Norris gets to this puck. Finds it to Kesselring. He just shoots it to the far boards. Sabres desperately had to get that out of the zone. They did. Scott, there is not, as far as I'm aware, a free app to watch the game. Puck sent in deep here by the Rangers. Sayorka met there by Samuelson. It goes along the boards. Pearson can't advance it, though. Rangers showing a lot of life here in the early parts of this first. Eventually, the Sabres will get it out of their own zone. They'll shoot it into the Ranger zone. Goes to the far corner here for Malenstein. He's been a lightning rod this season for Buffalo. Goes to Samuelson across. Dahlin can't keep it in at the blue line. He retreats with the puck. Back to center. Eventually, he'll chip that one into the zone for Gavrikov. Gavrikov advancing this one. Puck deflects, and actually, no, looks like he missed the stick of a teammate, and the Rangers are called for an icing. Face-off will be coming up just to the left side here of Shesterkin. Yeah, I would know too. Yeah. I'm always looking for new apps. I can't watch, like, for instance, last night was the Detroit Blue Jackets game, and I live here in Louisville, so I can't watch Columbus games or Nashville. I get blacked out from those games. So I was looking for a free app, and I just couldn't find anything. All right, we're waiting for this face-off here. JT Miller against Tage. Miller wins it. Back to Robertson. He'll flip this one out to center. Sabres knock it down there. Here's Krebs. Nice pass outside to the wing for Tuck. Tuck drops it back. Thompson with a quick one-timer. Stop by Shesterkin. Wraparound attempt. Another save by Igor. He didn't have much idea where Tage Thompson was, but Tage just couldn't elevate it on that far side. Here the Sabres come back again across the blue line. Tuck with a wrister off the crossbar. I wonder if the defenseman maybe deflected it there for the Rangers. It caught Shesterkin off guard. Here's Byram to the far side. Sabres keeping the pressure alive here. Tage dangles around one. Plays it to the point. His pass doesn't reach power, and now the Rangers can counter slowly. They'll just softly chip this one in to the Sabres end and go off for a couple line changes here. Here's Power with the puck, looking for a man going forward. He can't find it. He'll just send it across to Timmins. Timmins shoots it into the Rangers zone. So that was the Sabres' real good first shift of the game. Finally some opportunity. And yeah, it's always comes from your big guys. It has to be. Has to. Don't know what my point was there. Ooh, makeshifts 2-on-1 here. McLeod with a little bit of space. Walking in, scores! Ryan McLeod finds a little space on the near side and beats Shesterkin for the first marker of this hockey game. That's a weak goal if you're Igor Shesterkin. McLeod, I was just about to talk about how snake-bitten he has been recently, but he made no mistake on that chance. It wasn't a great shot. He actually fired it at the net on a 2-on-1, and you could see the relief on McLeod's face after he put that one in, and good for him. That's a guy you need. The Sabres need to get going here before the playoffs start. That's going to be McLeod's 13th goal of the season. The Sabres, after some early Rangers pressure, managed it and were able to get forward here. But yeah, Shesterkin, that's a really weak goal against. I was mightily shocked that he'd let that one in. Here's Norris in the offensive zone, sending that one towards the net. There's a rebound that sits in the crease. Nobody could find it, though, for Buffalo. And now the Rangers get it to center, but Kesselring returns it. Whoop, Doan just got checked right at the center dot. And now here's a shot from Cooley that deflects towards Luukkonen. He did okay saving it, but now there's some space on the far side. Quick shot, deflects just wide. Oh, I'm not worried about you, Jason. Don't worry, pal. Here's Norris leading the rush the other way. Finds Doan. Doan, that pass was in his skates. Kills the rush. And now the Rangers can come back the other way here. Crisscrossing, the Rangers go across the Sabres blue line. Cooley on the far side looking for an option. He just sends it down low to Trocheck. Trocheck's pass back to the point. Picked off by the Sabres. Unable to clear it initially. Now they do. Doan just kind of whacking it forward. Does it a couple times. Now it's with Pearson. Pearson into the corner. Good forecheck by him. Goodbye, Sawyer. Laba now leading the rush for the Rangers into the Sabres corner. Couple guys poking around with the puck, looking for it. Seork out there with Schmelar and, who are Seork? That's an old rookie line, I think, for the Rangers. Oh, the Sabres just send it right out in front. My goodness, Power. Sabres are just giving it to the Rangers right now. It's shocking that they haven't been able to score. Luukkonen's been standing tall here for Buffalo. I don't know why the Sabres keep trying to pass the puck through the middle. This pressure for the Rangers is getting home right now. It's going to lead to a goal against eventually. Can't keep getting this lucky. Here's Tuck on the far side boards. Can't advance it. It's kept in the zone. Gavrikov with a shot that redirects on goal. Luukkonen makes the initial save. There's some scuffling and tumbling after the play. JT Miller getting involved there with Tuck. But Nothing's going to come of it. It's just a bunch of first-liners pretending to be tough. But, again, McLeod got the only goal so far in this game. He had a little bit of space on the near side and went far side under... What was I saying? God, I must be tired. This could be a long game, folks, all right? By the third period, I'm just going to be sprawled out about over here, dead. Oh, man. You guys are going to love it. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Peak entertainment, all right? You will be so happy to be watching me instead of the first episode of The Boys, which just came out, by the way. It's a TV show on Amazon. But let me get you that goal information, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, Connor Timmins with another point. Good for him. Still looking for his first goal as a Buffalo Sabre, though. So there's that. We got 48 people. I'm going to check the likes real quick. Let's see here. How many are we looking at? 14. All right. All right. I like that. Can we get to 15? I like multiples of 5. I'm a little not autistic, but I got ADHD or something. Undiagnosed, I think. I care about stupid little things for some reason. Can't explain it. Likes and making sure there are either 5, 10s, 15s, or 20, 25, you know. You get the deal. Those kind of numbers, that's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I need, actually. That's what you need. But we got 52 people. Again, folks, Ryan McLeod's got the only goal so far here in this hockey game. Assisted by... Gosh, who was it assisted by? Timmins and Zucker. But it was a nice tic-tac-toe play. And like I said before, it's definitely a goal that Igor Shesterkin's going to want back. I gotta say, though, the Rangers' regular home jerseys I got no issues with, but these current Rangers jerseys, pretty nice. Very nice. I like the cream accents on there, on the numbers and the logo. It's very cool. But doesn't mean they should go away from their regular blue shirts. Anyways, it looks like we're about to return to play here. Face-off coming to the right of Luukkonen. Tage leaning into this face-off. Tage loses it. Rangers, that point shot trickles its way off a skate and into the corner here. Goes right to Samuelsson, who's got one of the Sabres' many turnovers so far in this hockey game. Tuck forces a turnover at the blue line. Tries to push play forward. He gets to the blue line. Tage couldn't spin around and get possession, though, so the Rangers will snake their way forward here. Here's Connor Sherry. Yeah, he's still in the league. Connor Sherry. Mike Sullivan and Connor Sherry. An inseparable couple. Rangers again with the puck in the Sabres zone. That point shot goes off a boot there as Samuelsson, who's pursuing his man into the opposite zone. Samuelsson reaching for it, nearly centered it into the clutches of a teammate. But now it goes to Kesselring, his shot. Blockered away by Shesterkin. To the point again. McLeod tiptoes with Timmins. There's a point shot, directs on goal. Rebound back again to the point. Kesselring will just send it into the corner. Fox finds it. Fox, a player subject to many trade rumors, especially as the Rangers season has died down. But here come the Sabres again into the Rangers zone up the near side. McLeod off the boards, looking to center. That gets picked off, and the Rangers will take it away. Here's Zibanejad flipping this one on goal. Luukkonen sweeps it aside. Here for Power now. Power stretch pass to center ice. Finds McLeod to Zucker. He'll bank this one quickly into the Rangers zone. Shesterkin. Now he'll play it forward. Here Lafreniere through center with speed. Lafreniere up the near side. Gets a touch pass from Perreault. Actually got picked off. But the puck's still loose on the near side boards. Rangers find a 50-50 battle and win it. Backhanded into the corner by Zibanejad. Power with two Rangers players surrounding him right now, looking for some help. He gets it eventually with Norris. He'll knock it forward, and the Sabres will clear. For the Sabres go. Timmins, at the end of a shift, just puts it into the corner there. Norris, forechecking it. It bounces right in front of the net. Dolan with an initial opportunity. Can't get it to go by Shesterkin, though. to the point. This quick Sabres with Darlene. Quick shot. Scores! Deflected in front. I couldn't tell initially. It appears it was Zach Benson. And the Sabres, despite playing sloppy in the early goings, have a 2-0 lead. Opportunistic finishing here from the Sabres. They actually capitalized on a Braden Schneider turnover here. It first went right in front of the net. Doan trying to go 5-hole. Eventually, the Sabres cycled it back to the point. A couple point shots later, and it's in the back of the net. Let's see here. Darlene, his shot. Where did it get tipped? Yeah, it looks like Benson was just sitting at the back post and went off part of him. I couldn't tell if that was his stick or his leg. I think it just went off him in general, but doesn't matter. Sabres up by 2. They are making mincemeat here of the New York Rangers. Here are the Sabres again putting the pressure on after that goal. Goes behind the net. The Rangers just look defeated. And I get that. There have been a lot of seasons where the Sabres are in a similar fashion. Nowhere close to the playoffs. Their season's dead. The core is being torn down eventually. But I'm sure Mike Sullivan's not too happy. And one has to wonder about his future for next year. Now the fourth line here, Malenstein to the point for Byram. Quickly across. There's another shot. Didn't make it all the way through. Power trying to get back to it again. The Rangers find it, and they'll chip it into the Sabres zone here. Trocheck around the corner, behind the net. He'll just play it back towards the point. There's a shot from Gavrikov, blocked by the Sabres, and now they'll go forward again, looking for the spring pass forward to Tuck. He couldn't handle it, though. But now he'll put on some pressure. He knocks down his man in the corner. Tage with the steal here. Along the boards, can't step around the defender. Rangers trying to advance it forward. They can't. Here's Krebs. Keeping it in at the blue line. Across. Kesselring looking for a goal. Doesn't get it there on that shot. Good save by Shesterkin. Here's Tuck now. Behind the net. No look pass to the far side here. For Krebs. Back up to the point. Kesselring with the puck on his stick. Takes the shot straight into the glove there of Shesterkin. For no rebounds. And we'll get a TV timeout as Zach Benson gets his 11th goal of the season here to make it 2-0 Buffalo. And I will get you that information, goal information. We got 51 people. Thank you for joining me here tonight. There's this. I like to see goals nice and early. It's nice, right, to not have every game be like a playoff game, as it were on Monday against Tampa. You can just sit back, relax, take in a deep breath, and know that your team is reliable. So nice. Yeah, Jason, like I mentioned a couple minutes ago, I'm with you. I'm totally with you. But, yeah, I appreciate everyone being here. I appreciate the Sabres playing well as well. Why did I say that twice? What is going on with my brain tonight? There's something wrong up here, ladies and gents. There's something wrong up here. It's final season. I'm tired. But you know what? It's going to be different come playoff time because we'll be getting going. It'll be great. It'll be fantastic. Has anyone ever tried the wings from Dairy Queen? I know that's blasphemous and no one in Buffalo would ever try that, but there's an ad right now for Dairy Queen, and this commercial's working on me. It's kind of looking good. It looks like Jackie Redmond's currently interviewing Lindy Ruff right now. Again, much like Mike Sullivan, one has to wonder what Lindy Ruff's going to do at the end of the season. There have been some rumors that Lindy Ruff might retire. He is at the end of his current coaching deal. And I really hope he doesn't quit. I really hope he doesn't retire. I know he's been going for a long time here, but this year's just gone so well here for the Sabres, for Lindy. He's got this team back to the playoffs. Although, if he were to retire now, he'd be exiting on a high. He got this. He would have left the organization in a far better place than when he found it. And some could even say he may have even saved this Sabres team, Sabres organization. And back to the playoffs was obviously a big step for this group. Looks like, I don't know if you just heard this, folks, but apparently the Sabres-Dallas game for next Wednesday has just been flexed. Maybe it was always flexed, but they're just now talking about it here. The Dallas-Buffalo game next Wednesday night will be on TNT. Next Wednesday, Sabres Stars. That'll be the Sabres season finale in 1 week. 1 week. Back for more fun and adventure, being entertained by Don Victor. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. But yes, the Sabres Stars will be on TNT next Wednesday night. But the Sabres have a couple games between then and now, including Columbus tomorrow at home in Buffalo. All right. After that faceoff was dropped, Sabres briefly cleared the zone. Now they have it here, actually, with some speed. Here's Benson trying to walk around the defenseman. He gets thrown down to the ice by Schneider. Play stays in the corner here. Benson steals it away, looking to center this one. His pass picked off here by Perreault. Good back check there by Doan, at least to break it up, but the Rangers continue to come in here to the Sabres' end. Perreault plays it down low, and the Rangers right to the front of the net. Oh, Zibanejad at a wide open target. Now it gets played to the point. Good block there. Norris broke his stick as well. Norris has got to get off the ice. He's got no stick. Fortunately, the bench is right there. But the Sabres also ice the puck. A lot of things going on in that moment. Yes, Jason, you should be able to watch the Dallas Stars game. Yeah, and like I mentioned already, every single game from here on in is going to be incredibly important. But Connor Timmins just saved a goal here for Buffalo. Zibanejad was looking at a yawning cage there. And Lafreniere had fed him in front, and Zibanejad just couldn't get a touch on it. Luukkonen was down and out. Now Zibanejad is yapping a little bit to the Sabres bench. Here are the Sabres, though, in their own zone. They win the faceoff. Lifted high to center ice here. Rangers, again, quickly coming back. Trocheck centering this to the far side. Now it goes to the far boards here. Cooley trying to backhand this one low. Can't. He just elects to play it to the point here. Now Trocheck for Gavrikov. His shot towards the net didn't make it all the way through. Puck sits in the corner. Kessering behind the net. Gives Samuelsson enough time to find that puck. But again, the Sabres can't clear. It's looking like a long shift here for this current group of guys. Cooley again behind the net. Circles this one to the far side. Back up top. There's no shot yet. Looking for the redirection. Can't find it. Gavrikov again. For Fox. Fox's shot blocked by Kozak. There's another shot. Oh, it's in the crowd. Luukkonen can't find it, but it deflected up and out of play here. Honestly, I still would rather listen to Don calling the game than these announcers tonight. You don't like Kenny Albert? You know, I gotta say, Kenny Albert had one of the best calls ever in that Game 7 between the Winnipeg Jets and St. Louis Blues last year. Not as good as the Sportsnet announcer. The Sportsnet announcer is fantastic. I forget his name, but I hope someone can find it for me. But he was fantastic. We got our blackouts lifted. Our blackouts. For local games, no. If you're in Buffalo and you currently can't watch because of MSG, that won't change in the playoffs. But I believe, and you can correct me if I'm mistaken, locally, I believe the playoff games are just on MSG, at least for the first round. The Sabres get past that, games would be on TNT and ESPN only. But here are the Sabres. Look at Tage stepping around. One! Oh, he tried to go far corner. It hit the side of the post there. Sabres just causing turnovers here in the offensive, or in the neutral zone. Now they come back again. Tuch feeding this one to the front of the net. Never got all the way through here. The Rangers got to clean up the neutral zone right now. Here's Tuch again to the point. Dahlin far side. That pass wasn't great. Byram kind of juggled it. He's forced into the corner. Back to Tuch. Up top for Dahlin. Across. Krebs, no shot right now. He dances. He wiggles a little bit at the blue line. Sends it across again. Dahlin shot off a skate. Didn't make it all the way through. Bounces straight to Byram at the point. Byram seeing no lanes in the middle, sends this one towards the corner. Tuck retrieves. Now Tuck up top. Byram looking to slap pass it to the far side. He had Dahlin there, but it was kind of sitting up on him. Good shift here by the Sabres. Here's Byram to Quinn, coming off the bench fresh. Back to Byram. Cross ice. McLeod doesn't take the shot. Plays it out wide for Dahlin again. Back to McLeod to Byram. His pass sent to no man's land. Looking for Dahlin. Dahlin and him were on separate pages. And now the Rangers can finally clear. But the Sabres continue to have possession here at center ice. McLeod shooting this one in. McLeod there on the near side boards. Looks like the Sabres are finally in their groove now. Oh, Timmins, come on. You had a man open over there. Now Quinn trying to get this back to the point. His pass picked off by Lafreniere, and here comes Zibanejad for the Rangers. To Lafreniere, inside for Perreault. His one-timer sticked away there by the defenseman. Puck kept alive there by Fox. He finds, well, the stick of Luukkonen. Luukkonen rings this one around the boards. Can't clear. Fox's shot towards the net. Redirects wide. Here's Perreault to Zibanejad. Backhands this one down low. Looking in front. Gavrikov coming off down from the point. Nearly connected. And now Zibanejad rolls over that stick and is forced back to center. The Sabres dominating play right now with less than 5 to go here in the first. Sabres can't clear the puck, though. Here's Timmins trying to help that out. The Sabres again trying to go through the middle of the ice. They turn it over again. Norris loses it down low. And another shot. I don't know if Luukkonen got a piece of that one. And now there's another shot from the point. Gloved down by Luukkonen. That one came from Sojorka. But I don't know what the Sabres are doing right now. Couple of really bad turnovers in this first period. They keep trying to go through the middle of the ice. They just got to learn. Up off the boards and out of the zone. That's all you got to do. You're up 2-0. Stop trying to gift the Rangers any offensive opportunities here. But we're on a commercial break, so there's your subscribe bar. We're at 23 likes. Thank you so much, folks, for liking. Let's get the subscribers up. We just hit 3,500. Cal, it was on his stream, the Tampa stream, our stream, I guess. But that was a really fun stream. I was watching from the distance, okay? I came on during intermissions. But that one was... that was a nice... That was a nice voice crack. But he had a lot of fun, it appeared there, and we gained a ton of new subscribers. Subscribe, folks. Turn those notification bells on. We will be streaming, hopefully, every game of the playoffs. The Sabres are back for the first time in 15 years. This is well, I guess for me, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to watch the Sabres in the playoffs. I mean, I'm 22 now, so the first 7 years of my life, the Sabres were there, but I never got to enjoy it. This is the first playoff run that I will be able to enjoy, hopefully, as a Sabres fan. And I say hopefully because who knows, we could get swept 4-0 in the first round. That would be a waste. But the Sabres also looking to break another playoff drought. They haven't won a playoff series in, 20 years. So the Sabres looking to break that and win around here potentially. And winning tonight's game and continuing to collect points will go a long ways in ensuring that they get home ice advantage and gain that extra leg up in the playoffs. Well, looks like Carolina's already clinched their division. They're sitting at 106 points. Very close to clinching the conference as well, with only 4 games left, up by 4 points. That's a pretty tall task for anyone to try to accomplish here unseeding Carolina. But we are back in play here. Sabres finally clear the zone. Pearson couldn't find that puck. It was lost in his skates, and now the Rangers will just slap a pass towards the Sabres' end. Icing waved off here. With just over 4 minutes to go in this first period. Goals in this game coming from Zach Benson and Ryan McLeod. Those are the difference makers. Here's Brodzinski getting it forward to Cooley. You know, Cooley, I always loved his hockey. Loved his game. The Sabres could somehow get him, then that'd be fantastic. Looks like Beck Malestein, he's struggling to get to the bench right now. I wonder if he lost a stick blade. Now Trocheck is blocking his avenue to the bench. Beck finally gets back. And now the Sabres here. Ooh, looks like the Sabres just played themselves out of the zone there. And Beck having a laugh right now with the Rangers bench right now as Trocheck blocked his way back. Even the radio's blacked out. Yeah, of course, user OM7. I have HBO Plus Sports, YouTube TV, and with MSG. Really? Are you in Buffalo, user? You shouldn't be able to do that. And if you have MSG, you should be able to watch just fine. You paid for all that. I'm sorry, man. I feel bad for you. Anywho, we return to play here. Rangers trying to quickly go into the Sabres zone. That centering pass for JT Miller. Couldn't find it. Now there's another shot from Perreault. Couldn't get that to go by Luukkonen. Back to the point he goes with it. Here's Gavrikov. Gavrikov fans on the shot under some serious pressure from behind by Power. He goes behind the net here. Albany area. Check NHL.com blackouts. If you punch in your zip code, you should be able to tell if you're blacked out or not. Ooh, Tage. That's dangerous. There's a centering pass. Ooh, it hits the stick of Power. Now there's another shot that creams wide of Luukkonen and out of the zone. I don't know why Tage was trying to toe drag to get out of his own zone. The Sabres already have 7 giveaways here tonight. We are really lucky we're playing the Rangers and not a stronger team. This has been a sloppy first. Here's Tuck kicking it forward. Zucker trying to skate onto that one. He pushed that just outside of his reach, and here come the Rangers again. Up the far side. Laba around behind the net, pulls up in the corner. Laba being guarded there by Dahlin, gets it up the boards, trying to get it to the point. It just sits in the faceoff dot, and now here's Soroka. Soroka, his pass through the crease misses everyone. Now to the point, there's another shot. Schneider's on goal. The rebound sits in front. Luukkonen can't find it, and eventually the Sabres get it to the boards and out. Oh, it's the Rangers. I see. Here's McLeod going into the Rangers zone. He gets checked down hard, and it appears we got a whistle here for a penalty. I think McLeod's going in the box with 1:36 to go in this first. He got checked down to the ground and just kind of dangled a stick on the ice there. And a Ranger got tripped up on it. It looks like it was Was it Soroka? Yeah, it was. Stick of McLeod catches Soroka, and the Sabres will get called for the first penalty of this hockey game. Rangers, Sabres blocking each other. Yeah, I mean, you should be able to watch it. I don't know. I don't know how that works in Albany. I've never tried to watch a game in Albany. I'll try my best over here, though. But the Rangers are being gifted opportunities here by the Sabres in this first. So McLeod off for tripping here, 1:36 to go. Sabres penalty kills kind of struggled the last 2 weeks, ever since that Ducks game. They haven't been in their mojo. And the Rangers get the opening face-off, that quick shot from the bumper, just wide of the top corner. Now Beck crashes into the far boards and gets it out of the zone. Oh yeah, he did trip. It's not like I wasn't trying to dispute that. McLeod, that was a pretty lazy play from him. Sabres at center here. Lafreniere gets upended here, right inside the blue line. The Rangers look around for another call. Not gonna get it. And the Sabres are able to clear it down the ice again. Damn, that sucks. Thank you, user, for subscribing. I appreciate it. Good stick by Benson here at center ice to break up that rush. Rangers forced to retreat again as we have less enter the final minute here this first. Samuelson looking to clear. He can't. This pass now goes to the near side for Zibanejad. Going cross ice here, back up top. Fox is one-timer on net, scores! The redirected from Lafreniere pulls the Rangers within 1. It's a power play goal for New York, and the Sabres finally get burned for all these misgivings. It was a shot pass from Adam Fox, And definitely 1-0 Luukkonen could do about it. Lafreniere was sitting all alone in front of the net, unguarded, unabated. And that's really unfortunate. I thought the Sabres may be able to get out of this game with, or this period without giving up a goal, but nope. 37 seconds too soon. But Fox saw Lafreniere right to the side of Luukkonen, and it's just a clinical tip there for Lafreniere. But probably deserved here for New York. The Sabres have been just so sloppy this first period. They got to clean up on that. New York's not good, and yet we're making them look like superstars right now. And I I say that, even though the Sabres have got 2 goals already. It's just these amount of turnovers cannot happen in a playoff game. They just can't. They'll get burned more often than they have here tonight. But here are the Sabres again, just trying to kill the last 20 seconds of this period off. The Rangers, though, get possession back at center ice here. Maybe one last rush. Cooley to the middle. There's a deflected shot from Cartier. It goes just wide. It goes below the goal line, behind the net. Laba still digs away at it, and I think that's going to do it here. Yes. Final horn sound, and it looks like Cartier just tried to take another run at Byram after the whistle was done. We got a congregation forming in the far corner. A couple guys just talking to each other. Byram sidestepped the late check, and I don't know. But Byram and Cartier getting into it as this period closes. But yeah, interesting first period there for the Buffalo Sabres. They got 2 goals here, but I'm not a fan of all these turnovers. They're unnecessary. They're forcing things up the middle of the ice. Clean up their own puck play here in their own zone, and they'll be able to feast off the Rangers and their inability to defend. They'll be able to get not just 2, but 8 goals here in this game. Shesterkin looks beatable as well. He appears to be checked out. So there you have it. Did he tap him on the helmet? Haha, that's great. Nice sportsmanship there from Bo Byram. Tapping the guy in the helmet. That's great. That's fantastic. We got 26 likes after 1 period. Thank you, folks. So, yep, we're in intermission now. What should I do here for the intermission? Should I, talk about the game? Because I'm always talking about the game, alright? There's not a moment in a day where I am not breathing and talking about the Sabres. I always talk about the Sabres. Got a couple more subscribers. 3513, thank you so much, folks. You know, I was eating some chips before I came on camera, and I just wiped my eyes. I'm just full of issues tonight. I'm just complaining. Yap. Are we the only game playing right now? I assume so. No, Capitals in Toronto. That's important for the wild card race, as Washington's creeping up behind a couple of the guys. God gosh darn it. Why did I do that to myself? My eye is burning, ladies and gentlemen. I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have rubbed my eye. You know better. You know better, Donald. But I guess a good first period. Relatively speaking, Sabres just collect the points. I couldn't care how it looks or is. Collect points and keep moving on. That's all you can ask for. It's probably a penalty. You think so? Did they call a penalty? I haven't heard anything yet from the TNT broadcast here. Maybe they'll let us know in intermission. Again, I haven't seen anything here. I hope it's not a penalty. That'd be stupid. The guy tried to take a run at Byram there with the whistle already sounding, or the buzzer. So that's kind of trash if they try to call a penalty on just Byram there, because he was not the instigator. Sure as heck not. What else do we got? But how are your lives doing? I'm always talking about myself and my feelings. How are you guys doing? Tonight I'm wearing the first Sabres jersey I ever purchased, a custom-made one almost 35 years ago. You're gonna have to send a picture in the Discord, Victor, if you have Discord. I'd love to see one of those. Should I get, instead of getting a current day Sabres white jersey, should I try to go for the 70s white jersey? Those are beautiful. Those jerseys are just pieces of art. You're not seeing anything? Okay. But yeah, I should get, if I do get a old Sabres 70 jersey, should I get one custom made? Or should I get a player, and if so, who? Did Donald Audette ever wear the retro Sabres logo? Not the goat head. Do we know? The Coyote, what's going on? Yeah, the Sabres defensemen, especially Samuelson and Power, they haven't been doing great controlling and keeping the puck right now. I should get the white jersey. Who should I get on the back of it? Any preferences? Any ideas? I mean, I guess it kind of depends too on what they have on eBay and Facebook Marketplace. Because I am not buying one brand new retro thing. So Poll says 90 should be 100% nice job after 2. Yeah, Rudo Primer. 27 likes. I love to see it. Looks like this TNT crew is also talking about all the turnovers we've been committing. They're right. Turnovers have been just pure awful. Yeah, it's okay, man. But they just keep talking about it, and I say it again. The turnovers are awful, and they're not getting punished because you're facing the New York Rangers. Could you imagine saying that before the season started, right? With an aging and past their prime, albeit still good core. At least you would think. We need this one, Tampa versus Montreal tomorrow. Yes. And if the Sabres win here tonight, I would prefer Montreal to win tomorrow. But the Sabres, are they going to win? It's not a done deal, folks. Still got 2 periods of play left. Thompson or Rob Ray. Looking at both of these 2 Sabres goals, they're both coming off turnovers. It's a white jersey with the but no name and number 66 and a C on it. When did you buy it, Victor? How old, or when did you originally get it? Lenny needs to clean up the D and needed, you know, Lenny's gonna look at the D continuously turning pucks over in the first period, and he's gonna speak to Samuelson first and say, "Don't do that again, but you'll get another opportunity." Darlene, don't do that again, but you're okay with me. Byram, Power, Timmins, you are all okay. Please stop doing it. And then he'll come to Kesselring, who has not turned the puck over so far tonight, and I thought he's actually been playing well in the offensive zone. He'll get to Kesselring and go, "You're done. I don't ever want to see your broke ass near my hockey club again. Pack your stuff up. You don't even have a stall in the locker room, so it's not like you're that important to this team. And get out. You get to go to free agency early, bub." Don, I heard a crazy stat. Terry, who is a point per game player, has 0 hits this year. Is that real? How can a player go through 78 games in a season and not register a single hit? I don't believe you. That's crazy. I don't want our playoffs to end, and we were talking about I wish we had better goaltending. You know, some people online, it's I can't even explain it. You know, I almost just want to delete Twitter at this point because it's pathetic. Some of the discourse right now on Twitter is absolutely pathetic. The Sabres lose a game. Oh, they're frauds. Oh my gosh, they're awful. They're losing in 4 in the first round. We beat Tampa. Okay, maybe this team's got a chance. Team loses again. Oh, it's all over. It's all over. They're done. They suck. This is the worst team ever. Power soft. You're all soft. Get out. Go. And it's like, no. Can't there be a middle? Can't there just be... Yeah, the Sabres play good in this stretch of the game. They play bad in this stretch of the game. But they're fine. They've won 47 games this year. They're 3 away from 50 wins. You don't just luck your way into 50 wins. So, again, I don't know where they get that from, people online. I mean, mainly it's Tampa fans egging Sabres fans on. And Sabres fans just got to stop taking the bait. Oh, and you know what? After reading everything on Twitter, I got to say, I don't like Tampa fans very much. Calling Sabres fans bandwagoners. Like, no. This Sabres organization was lucky there were still fans after 15 years of no playoffs. Everyone that stuck around, they're not even close to bandwagoners. For people that dipped off the Sabres train by COVID, that's understandable. This team was crap and there was no hope on the horizon. Stupid. Really stupid. I just can't believe people would think the Sabres fans, of all fan bases in the NHL, are bandwagoners. Ridiculous. It was Hasek when he was playing, but I remember wanting his jersey but won my own way. I see. Maybe in the mid-90s. Interesting. I really like Line and Oopie. Yeah. Problem Line is in a funk of some sort. I wonder if he's been injured the last month because he has not looked good. Troy Terry, 54 career hits in 9 seasons. Yeah, that's ridiculous. How do you... I mean, what does he do on the ice? He just glide around? He floats? Ridiculous. I'm glad every hockey jersey above the oversized because as the older you get, you'll fill out. I remember that Don when you buy jerseys. Yeah. Well, I bought like I've mentioned a couple times before in previous streams, I have a Goathead Luukkonen jersey, and that's extra large. So I guess I'm mitigating for when I eventually balloon up to 300 pounds, and because it'll happen. It'll happen. I don't know if vertical speaking I'm gonna grow much, but horizontally there's still plenty of room for error. Come on, guys. 2 more likes to 30. Can we get there? Can we get there? And let's keep the subscribers flowing in here. Keep growing the channel. I mean, playoff time is a-coming. Let's do this. You know who I want to see get a goal? No. Let's not be too ambitious. I want to see Tanner Pearson get 1 point with the Sabres. 1 point. Every time I look down on my sheet and I see his name, I forget that he exists. It's just weird. Thank you, Coyote. W Coyote, indeed. My brain is resetting right now, ladies and gentlemen. I went to the gym today. I did a tryout for my arbitration team at the law school. And then studied and did homework for advanced civil procedure the rest of the day. Drafting court documents. It was fun. Very fun. Yeah, I agree with you, Coyote. It's unfortunate because unless Kesselring agrees to take a 1 year, $1 million deal, I don't know if he comes back to this team. With a healthy offseason, healthy training camp, maybe he could hit next season up and running and really have a career year. And maybe that's the best course of action because this year has just been so awful. It's been heavily disrupted by injuries, a high ankle sprain, so he wasn't able to move around as well as he has played in the past and has done so. But I'm curious to see what his market is in the offseason because I can't imagine the Sabres bringing him back for a ton of money. When the Sabres first brought Kesselring in, I kind of viewed that move as, Byram's going to be gone after next season. He'll be UFA. Maybe we should invest in a potential Byram replacement. But Kesselring just hasn't worked out this year. It's not that I don't think his skill set would be a mismatch for the Lindy Ruff style of hockey, but he's really been killed by injuries this year. And I like Kesselring too. I'd love to see him get going here. And I want him to play in the playoffs, damn it. Most of my jerseys were made in Canada, so I always bought them at large. I have one medium that fits, but it's tight. I used to have, and this sucks, I had an old Sabres goat head jersey, but it had my last name on it. It was personalized. My dad had bought it. My mom and dad had bought it back in the 90s when the goat heads were still sick. So that thing was vintage. Unfortunately, it was like a size medium, or maybe it was was it a kid's medium or an adult medium? I don't recall, but I remember it pretty quickly getting too small for me. I outgrew it. And that really sucked, because that would have been a really cool jersey to have in my catalog. But no, it shall not be there. But it looks like we're getting back to some hockey here after this commercial break. The intermission clock at least says so. And the NHL app says so as well. Let's see what TNT thinks and how many more dollars they want to squeeze out for these advertisers. But as we return here, it's still a close hockey game. The Sabres do not have this one in the bag, and their defensemen really need to improve their performance upon that first period. The first period was awful. It was awful. Save it for your son, Mike. If I can find it, I don't even know if it's here at the apartment. I may have left it back in Buffalo. But I sure could. I mean, that's what my parents did for me. They saved it. It quickly outgrew my dad, and he was like, it was for my dad. He outgrew it and said, I'm going to save it for a raining day, and eventually my brother and I came along, but guess we'll just continue the tradition. Which Winter Classic? The first or the second one? Let's see here. In Buffalo. Is that part? Yeah, that was... that was cut off on my screen. I gotta ask Jaden one of these days how he does it. How he's able to get all of the chat flowing through the one bar. Let's see if I can do something about that. I'm going to ask him. Because I've always been sad. I've never been able to utilize the entire gray bar here on the side of your screens for the chat. Wow, all right, I'm going to ask him. But I should have figured this out during intermission when I had the time. But I'll ask Jaden, see how he does it. But all right, we're about to return to play. Everyone's back on the ice. Puck is dropped, and we are underway, ladies and gentlemen, here with the second period. Shots in favor of the Rangers, 12-11. There were no calls at the end of that first period. After that dispute there, mild dispute between Byram and the other player. Now here's Tage drawing a penalty as he cut through to the front of the net. He gets tripped down by Adam Fox, and the Sabres will be going to the power play here early in the second. And Tage kind of leaning over a little bit. I wonder if he's okay or maybe an equipment malfunction for him.
I'm the kind of guy, since you're on a power play.
But the Sabres going into their first power play of the night
like
here.
Power play people.
Adam Fox looks on gloomily. Hold shift while you drag it up. All right, I'm going to try that in a second here. So 2 minutes here for the Sabres on the power play. Josh Norris leaning into this one. Puck was dropped. Looks like it was won illegally, though. Shift. Ah. Look at that. I got it. Oh. Jaden, thank you very much. We got a clock issue right now. There's 94.70 according to MSG right now left in the second period. Now they got it set here. All right, waiting to drop this puck again. Oh my God, linesman, will you please drop the puck? Are you kidding me? Yes, it did. It did say 93.10. Oh, God damn it. See, every time I touch the... Oop, we're here. All right, Sabres win the face-off. Puck along the near side boards. Here's Quinn walking to the front of the net. It sits in the crease. Shesterkin looking behind him. Sabres keep whacking away at it. Norris just sends it towards the boards here. Quinn now, no-look back pass to the point. Misses Darlene and goes out of the zone. Sabres will regroup again. Here are the Sabres again. Rolling forward here. Thompson now in the Rangers zone. Drifts it back to the point here. Darlene keeps it in to Quinn. Back to Darlene at the point. Far side here for Norris. Curling off the faceoff dot. Plays it down low for Zucker. Zucker cross seam looking for Darlene. His shot blocked. And now here's Thompson at a chance. He still has a chance in front. Gets it to Quinn. Dempsey doodles. Gets it to the side of the net. Still no shots. Rangers desperately clears it out to center ice. Here's Quinn again trying to make a move at the blue line. He can't. Picked off. Rangers trying to push it into the Sabres' end. Eventually they lose it. And the Sabres now will hold on and meander their way forward. It's so nice. I'm able to see the entire chat. It's kind of stretched out, but I'm okay. I've always had the chat cut off. Here's Quinn, his back pass to the point, just kept in by Darlene. 33 seconds left with the man advantage. Quinn up top, Darlene back to Quinn. Quinn off the near side, gets it to Thompson. Thompson cross-eyed, Darlene, quick shot. Shoulder to side by Shesterkin. Great save by him. Darlene was looking for that top corner here. And we have another skate blade that's come off. I'm not sure who that one was. It looks like it was a Banajad. That's the third skate blade that is flying off here in this hockey game. And especially with Zibanejad and the Rangers on the penalty kill, that's rough. Too bad the Sabres couldn't take advantage. I mean, what's normal, though? All right, so we got another face-off here. It goes between the two defensemen and down the ice. 18 seconds left on the Sabres power play. Here's Byram now in his own zone. Byram moving forward. He has it. He drops it back. Why are you dropping it back? The power play is dead, I guess, anyways. McLeod over the blue line for Benson. Benson to the point here. Rangers back to even strength. Byram shot. Blockered up, but not out by Shesterkin. Benson trying to dangle around a couple of defensemen here. He gets picked. And Fox will just gain the red line and throw it into the Sabres zone. So the Sabres unable to convert, unsurprisingly, on their first power play opportunity of the night. Here are the Rangers now with Byram. Gets it to the blue line for Doan. Doan can't keep it in. Now there's a breakaway. The other way. Lafreniere scores. Unbelievable. It's the second goal of the game here for Alexis Lafreniere. And the Rangers tie it up at 2. The Sabres have given the game away. This is not a good Rangers team, but for some reason this team wants to play loose and goose on defense. I don't know what got tangled up there. Power was the only defenseman close, I guess, to Lafreniere. Byram had pinched up, and Lafreniere shoots far side. Luukkonen, yeah, I wouldn't put either of the two goals on Luukkonen. But Josh Doan turned it over at the blue line, and you just can't do that. So the Sabres' 2-goal lead is gone. It's a new hockey game. Sabres looking to quickly respond here. They can't. Now, here the Sabres forcing a turnover to Pearson with his skate. Just kind of kicks it into the corner. Misses the stick of Kozak. Now to Beck Malenstein. At the point, quick shot. Glove down. Rebound. Goes to the side of the net. Now up top here. There's another shot. Bounces wide. Malenstein trying to throw this one to the crease. Igor was looking for it. Now he covers. But Josh Doan, I mean, it's too loose. It's too loose from the Sabres. I mean, this sort of stuff just cannot happen. Just can't. I mean, yeah, he shakes his head on the bench. It just... The Sabres have been punished for some really costly turnovers in this game. I was hoping they'd come out of the locker room after that first intermission and that'll have cleaned up, but they're just not playing clean tonight. Here are the Sabres. A little bit of space. Here's Thompson spinning as he crosses that blue line. Has the puck knocked off his stick. Tuck there, following up though. Finds Krebs down low. Here's Krebs below the goal line. Looking for an option in front. He'll just play it to the point. There's a quick shot from the point. That gets blocked. And now the Rangers can respond the other way. They got 4 across the blue line. Sheary. Oh, he was just offsides. But I repeat, the Sabres need 2 points tonight. Anything less is inexcusable. It's not good. It's downright awful. This is not the Sabres teams of old, right? We're not going to keep losing to last place teams, are we? So we're not losing yet, but playing like this, we sure will in a heartbeat. Here are the Sabres going around into the Rangers' end. Lane at the point, keeping this in. Plays it down low for Zucker. He didn't get supported by anybody, though. And here come the Rangers again. Into the near side corner they go for Trocheck. Trocheck looking to get this one out in front. He can't. Sabres clean things up. They bank this one off the boards. Thank you for not putting it through the middle of the ice. They actually got it. Here's Samuelson now leading the rush. Finds Norris on the outside. Norris gotta advance the puck. He can't sit there too long with it. Again, this team, they just turned it over again. Zibanejad with a shot. Blockered away by Luukkonen. That shot coming from the high slot, so plenty of space to See that. And now here's Doe knocking this forward to the far side. Norris curls up. Norris looking for an option. He plays it into the corner for Samuelson. Near side to Doan. Back up top. Byram's quick shot. Redirected just wide of Shesterkin. Puck goes to the far boards. Samuelson with a heavy hit there on the far side. Yeah, we do. We got to win this. Good keep in there about the point by Kozak. To Benson. Benson, no look center. Looking for Beck Malenstein. Couldn't find him. And the Rangers now will just have it here in the near side corner. They spring a pass forward. Gabe Perreault backhands this one behind the net. For Schmillar. Schmillar down low to Laba. Laba again to the point. Little bit of space. There's a quick shot from Robertson. Blocked in front. Rebound sits in front. Luukkonen. Oh, it hit the outside of the post. Rangers come close again. Here's Laba. Curls at the top of the zone. Takes the shot. Oh, he's actually looking far side. Sabres just... Why are the Sabres standing around? Like, get your heads in the game, for goodness sake. This is unacceptable effort right now. Looks like they turned up for the Tampa game, but this is not kind of response you need after that. Every game matters. There's only 4 left. I know the playoffs are right there, but maybe these guys don't understand how crucial home ice advantage is in that first round, especially against a team like Tampa. And now the Rangers are buzzing here as they cross the Sabres blue line. Fox up the far side. Looking, just plays it to an area here for Miller. Shoots this one around. It goes below the goal line into the far corner for Connor Sheary, another former Sabre. He plays it behind the net. Donley now with the puck, looking to go through the middle. He finds Kesselring, and Kesselring floats it forward to Krebs. He had a step on the defenseman. Just Kesselring's pass didn't have the touch. And now the Fox will just shoot this one down the ice, and there's a couple grumblings from the crowd. Something was going on between Krebs and Fox, I believe. And now there's Gavrikov stepping in, getting a little chippy. Krebs was going at Gavrikov, I believe. Yeah, it looks like Krebs was going at Gavrikov. Realized that Gavrikov was way outside his weight class and decided, nah, I'm not gonna try to fight this guy. There's Krebs giving a couple whacks at Gavrikov there. And then Gavrikov's like, yeah, you want to go? You want to go? And Krebs just has a smile on his face like, no, I'm okay. I'm good. So 12:36, the Rangers. 2 unanswered goals here. One coming 39 seconds left in this first, and then the second just a few minutes ago. Here's Zucker. Plays it into the corner. Sabres haven't had a ton of good opportunities like they did in the first. Here's a point shot. Blocked. Redirects to the near corner. McLeod just trying to spin this one down low. Can't find a teammate, and Fox will just calmly meander his way forward. Now to center they go. That shoot and tips on goal. Luukkonen likes to keep play moving, though. Timmins, come on. Get the puck out of the zone. Another bad turnover here. There's a shot from the point that redirects into the skate of a Ranger. Now into the far side with Cooley. Cooley into the bumper. Now up top, there's a quick shot. Deflects just, well, not just wide, very wide. Cooley picking up this rebound. Now he picks the pocket of one. Can't get away from another. And the Sabres just get it out to center. Here's Schneider. His pass through center didn't work out. Sabres just shoot it back in. Here's Schneider. Ooh. Looks like Norris took a spell at center. The Rangers trying to go through center over the Sabres zone, but picked off. Now here comes Norris the other way. Norris pulls up, leaves it there for Benson. Benson trying to skate away from Lafreniere. He's got 2 goals tonight. He gets it to the point. Byram shot, whistles wide. Rings all the way around to the far side. Power, again, back to Byram. Byron back to Power. He's got a little bit of space. Doesn't take the shot. Now he does go straight into the glove of Shesterkin. There was no screen in front of him. So, in the end, an easy save. And we go to a commercial. We are going to a commercial here with just over halfway through the first, or the second. And I'm really glad I'm able to see the entire chat now. It's looking a little distorted though, but it's been a long time coming. So nice. I did not know all you could do is just hold down on shift and drag. I hear my neighbors. They have kids. Kids are my worst nightmare. Wow, puck management on our own blue line is scary. This has got to get cleaned up. And it's been an issue now for a few weeks. Got to get cleaned up come playoff time. Montreal will kill us if we continue to do that. They have so much speed, so much youthfulness. They'll break into our zone and rip it. Especially if all of our guys are forward, up ice. We got a couple more subscribers. Thank you. 3515. Let's go. Let's get that number continuously going in the right direction. Don't worry, guys. Sabres are okay. Can you imagine if we said that in seasons past? I mean, I didn't even say that last year. I barely streamed that Sabres team. They were so miserable to watch. I stopped watching in early March. But yeah, I'm right about the Habs. The Habs will kill us. Why am I so tired? Chat, why am I so tired? Explain that to me. Oh, God. All right, we're back here for this second period. Come on, Sabres, just get the next goal and we can forget any of this ever happened, all right? Big 333, what's going on, man? All right, face-offs drop. Sabres get it to the point here for Byram. Across to Dahlin, his floater, straight into the glove of Shesterkin, and he faked throwing it out wide, but didn't. So, whistle here. It still was one. Oh, yeah. I remember, Jason. I appreciate it. Mono? Mono what? The Sabres, if they win tonight here, they may have another game played versus their opponents, but they will be first in the Atlantic, and they just turn it over again. The Rangers up the far side, with a little bit of space. They curl around behind the net, play it back to the point here for Fox. Here's Fox with a wrister, didn't make it all the way through. Tuck can't chip it past Miller now. And now Gavrikov quickly into the slot. That shot from Sherry was blocked. And now the Sabres have it. Here's Dahlin trying to go across that blue line. It appears the Sabres were offsides. Yeah, we needed a Yarmo pep talk. Yarmo, can you go back in and tell them how worthless they are? I agree. I agree with you guys. 14 years. It's so long. All right. Sabres lose that faceoff just outside the Rangers zone. Rangers looking to get it forward. You know, again, Sabres aren't converting enough. They're not taking advantage of as many Rangers turnovers in the neutral zone as they should be. Maybe because the Sabres are equally turning the puck over right now. Rangers have it in the Sabres zone. Misplay here. Now the Sabres can come back with a little bit of space. Nah. Zucker with his back to net just backhands it up the far side. Looking for McLeod. It was hopeful. Wistful kind of pass. And, ooh. Timmins stands a man up as he tried to cross into the Sabres zone. Zucker now, it's been a while since he scored. Not really, actually. He scored. Did he score in the Tampa game the other night? I believe he did. Zucker loves playing the Tampa Bay Lightning. Rangers. Can't keep the puck in. Zucker clears up the far side. Now here's Schneider. Puck on a stick. Gets it to Cooley. Cooley forward. And the Rangers turn it over. That was Johnny Brodzinski. Just see, give them a Snickers bar. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, the Rangers again. Coming into the Sabres zone. There's a shot that got blocked by a couple of skates. Kesselring picks up the rebound, banks it up the near boards. Pearson can't get it out, though. Just plays it back towards Kesselring. Kesselring, a couple players bearing down on him, gets it up to his defensive partner there. But again, no clearance here. Looks like Lindy shuffled around the D partners. Here are the Rangers at the point. Schneider shot straight into the glove of Luukkonen. He will hold on. 8.5 remaining. Are we going back to a commercial here? Are you serious? Ugh, back to another commercial. Can the Sabres please do something? Please. I guess I spoke too soon in the first period when I said that this game was going to be a nice, breezy, easy, free-flowing, nice hockey game. No, it's not. The Rangers are really compressing the game down, and the Sabres just haven't been able to get past that Sullivan forecheck. And it's very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Rangers looking halfway decent. That's because the Sabres are making them look halfway decent. That's on us. That's on us. We are doing that to ourselves. We invited all this pressure by making stupid turnovers up the middle of the ice in our own zone. And eventually, and I said it in the first period, eventually the Rangers were going to capitalize, and they have. But now it's about the response here for Buffalo. It's about getting forward. It's about getting a couple passes together here and doing what worked a couple of times in that first, which was forechecking hard, causing turnovers in the neutral zone, and getting your cycle going in the offensive. So that's what the Sabres need to do here. Looks like we're about to return as Jackie Redmond talks to Mike Sullivan there on the bench. Offensive zone faceoff lost there for the Rangers, and the Sabres can move forward here. They quickly shoot it into the corner. Benson retrieving it. Bumps it around. It's still loose in the corner. Norris and Benson both there. Eventually, the Rangers dig it out and will scoop it up over the head of Dahlin, actually. He gets it to Perreault. He actually trips in the process. Doesn't appear any calls here against the Sabres, thank goodness. Whoa, there have been a couple of times here tonight where the stanchions and the puck have not been cooperating. They've been taking really weird bounces off the boards and glass tonight. We just saw one there. Come on, Sabres, get it forward. Do something. Get 2 points here. I don't really care how. Oh, Dahlin just gave it away at the Rangers blue line. Rangers chipping this one in again. Here's Samuelson up the far side. Now the Sabres, a little bit of space moving forward, trying to jump around a couple of defensemen was the Sabres forward, but no space again. You're absolutely right, White Hammer, yeah. Here are the Sabres now. Going around, can't get it out. Krebs again with the puck. Now, eventually they can go forward, and that time, a middle pass worked. And here come the Sabres with Krebs. He just kicks it in, deflects it into the corner. Will Morgan meets him there. Tage Thompson just leaning over. He's on one knee at this point. Puck's still loose. Matthew Robertson, gets it to the boards for Sherry. Still pinned along the boards. 50-50 battles. Got to start being won here by Buffalo. Rangers win that one. And now Perreault got hooked. Somehow that didn't get called there. Perreault got clearly hooked in the middle of the ice. No, it did. It did. Sabres are reaching in. God darn it. Delayed call coming up here against the Sabres. Rangers in their own zone here with Trocheck. Feathers it across ice. And now the Rangers can move forward slowly. 6-on-5 hockey here. Here's Trocheck weaving his way in. Eventually, Lafreniere centers this one. Zibanejad is passed through the crease, missed the man. Back to the point. Fox to Zibanejad down low. Centering pass, far side. What a save by Luukkonen. And now the Sabres can finally touch up on the puck. Rangers to the power play. Krebs is going to get called here for a hook. But not after a couple of great opportunities. 6-on-5 here. So Krebs heading to the box here. I don't know why the refs didn't just blow it dead right there. The Sabres touched it after Krebs hooked a guy. But they let it play out for a couple more minutes. You think Tage is playing with it? Is that confirmed, or are we just guessing that based off his play? Because, maybe. He hasn't been as prolific as we've normally seen him. Yeah, so the Rangers are 1-for-1 so far tonight. And I really don't like how this team is playing. I gotta say, chat, I don't know why Connor Timmins is playing. I don't see what he provides at this moment. He hasn't been very good. And I really hope they wake up here. But tonight just isn't one of their nights. They've been playing horrible defensively. I gotta start harping on this team. They just made the playoffs. Just clinched, but we should be looking for more than just that. Oh, they did? Okay. Did not realize that. I think so. When Tuck was looking flawless, I see. It was Johnny Brodzinski on this last, had the last chance here for the Rangers. So this is a huge moment in the hockey game, folks. All right. So we got 2 minutes here. Rangers win the faceoff. Lafreniere to Miller at the side of the net. Back to Lafreniere up top. Out wide again for Zibanejad. Far side. He wiggles his way down. Finds it to Trocheck. Trocheck now. His shot blocked. Goes right to Lafreniere. He's looking for the Hattie. Zibanejad. Back to Trocheck. Back to Zibanejad. They play hot tomato with it. Now back to Fox. A shot at the point. Scores. The Rangers have climbed the mountain and have taken their first lead of the game. Adam Fox with his first goal of the game. The Rangers' second power play goal of the night. And the Sabres are really looking for answers. Luukkonen never saw this. I don't know. Look. That's just, ugh. Did it hit off Tuck, maybe? Doesn't appear so. Looks like that just went clean in. Luukkonen lost sight of the puck. He predicted to go short side. He guessed wrong. Timmins is out there to be a penalty killer. And ever since he's come back, the penalty kill has been a lot worse. So this has just been an awful game here. 3 unanswered now for the Rangers. The Sabres are out of answers at the moment. And we got less than 5 to go here in the second. This is an unacceptable game right now from this Sabres team who have the opportunity to be first in the Atlantic. They can't let opportunities like this go to waste. But here's McLeod, maybe for the response. He gets it to the point across Dahlin. Quick shot, wide of Shesterkin, goes to the far post. Sabres around again. Dahlin, no shot there. Just gives it to the high slot for McLeod. He spins it far side. Back to McLeod, who's drifted to the near faceoff dot. McLeod just shoots one towards behind the net in the direction of Dahlin. Dahlin's there. Can't really gain any good possession. He gets it to the point. Byram's shot to just deflects wide of Shesterkin. There's some traffic in the crease there as Shesterkin covers up. Well, this is a pathetic game right now. Yeah, this sucks. I mean, the Sabres, they look checked out. They look checked out. And this is a trap game. This is a classic trap game against the worst team in the Eastern Conference, and the Sabres are pulling one of these. They had a 2-0 lead with goals from McLeod and Benson, and things looked, well, okay, because they were turning the puck over. But ever since then, penalties, poor play in their own zone. It's just, yeah, I don't know why Metz is not seeing this game tonight. Here, the Sabres winning the face-off here. Thompson centering pass. Looking for Tuck. Squirmed away from him, and Cooley going for it. Nearly had a breakaway pass there for Brodzinski. Good stick by the Sabres. And they can get it forward here. Krebs to the corner now. He goes behind it. He gets into the corner. Trocheck gets it away from Krebs, and the Rangers get out of the zone. It hits the lineman, though. Now the Sabres again. Through center. Oh my God, Tuck, what are you doing? Here we go the other way. Perot looking to center this one. Brodzinski knocks it out of the air. Goes behind the net here for Byram, and he just gets called for another. Well, actually, looks like the Rangers actually are getting called here. Trocheck just knocked the stick out of Byram's hands.
I'm the kind of guy,
and the Sabres going to a power play.
On a power play, you're out. I don't like power play people.
So at 3:29, the Sabres are going to get their second power play opportunity of the game, and they got to convert here. They got to convert. No, Stanley and Shen are both not playing tonight. Metz is not playing either. Timmins is in the lineup. The normal top four and Kesselring are all playing. Trocheck, get your ass in the box. You clearly slashed a stick out of Byram's hands. Shut up and get in. A Seth Apper power play. Here we go. I'm sure this will be great. I can't believe we've conceded 3 to the frickin' Rangers. Here's Norris off the face-off win. Gets it back to Dahlin. Far side for Zucker. No shot. Sends it towards the front. Dahlin now on the rebound. His one-timer goes whistling wide. Zucker, get the puck off your stick. He's pressured here by Schneider. There's a scrum in the far corner. The Sabres, there's a guy that gets tripped, and the Rangers, not hearing a whistle, will go the other way with 3. Up top to Laba to Gavrikov. His shot shouldered away, maybe partially blocked, but I don't know how the hell there wasn't a penalty, another penalty against the Rangers there. That's pathetic from the referees. Norris clearly got tripped off the boards. Everyone looked around. It should have been a call, but looks like Dahlin got a piece of that shot. And Dahlin's looking around. He's like, what the hell? Should have been a 5-on-3 for Buffalo, but we've played ourselves into this rough situation. So 1:34 to go here. Just over 3 to play in the period as well. What's going on, Joe? Here's Dahlin. Drifting forward. Stop dropping the puck off. You kill all speed. Here's Norris. Leaving it for Thompson. Back to Norris at the point. He goes quickly cross ice. Dahlin being guarded by 2 guys there. He just plays it into the corner. Loose puck there. Sabres can't find it. Eventually, it pops out to Quinn in the near side corner. Quinn doesn't have an option through the middle. Up top to Dahlin. Quick shot at the goal. And it looks like there's going to be another call here against the Rangers. So for 56 seconds here, the Sabres will have a 2-man advantage. And I got to say, this doesn't mean anything. The Sabres are incredibly awful at 5-on-3s. We've had 9 minutes of 5-on-3s this season, and none of them have gone in. All right, That's not going to work. We'll just do it like that. So for 56 seconds, here's a 5-on-3 for you, Buffalo. Do something with it. Do something, please. Stop. I'm about to say a bad word. Stop screwing around. Stop screwing around. Looks like the Sabres are not... Looks like the Sabres are going to use a timeout here so that their big guys can rest a bit. So no Doan. Quinn, Zucker, Dahlin, and a couple other guys. So a 5-on-3 here for the Buffalo Sabres. Gotta convert. Plain and simple. Seth Appert, I don't want you on this bench next year. If Lindy's here, you are useless. As much of the Sabres have been good, Seth Appert, you, my sir, good sir, are not. You do not know how to coach a power play. It's a necessary timeout. I wouldn't save it for the end of the game. You got to get your guys rested and ready to go here. It's going to be power plays for the Sabres for the rest of the period. You would think Fleekwood. That's a great name, by the way. Wood Mac. So here we go. Sabres with a prime 5-on-3 opportunity. Will they blow it? Probably. A reminder again, they got to get 2 points from this hockey game, one way or the other. Here we go. Norris leaning into this face-off. The Rangers, God damn it, they win it. Oh my God, you have one job, Norris, to win a face-off. That's all you got to do. 50 seconds left. Sabres get inside this Rangers zone. How the hell do they look so disorganized? 5-on-3. Tage Thompson settling things down to the point here for Dahlin. Dahlin walk in the blue line. He'll drift to the far side faceoff dot. Back up top for Norris. Down low. Zucker camped out in the crease. Can't jam it home. Now back to Thompson. One-timer. Blasted wide of Shesterkin. Now Quinn wins a wall battle. Gets it to the far side. The Sabres playing around with the puck. Norris, just shoot it. He does. It's blockered away by Shesterkin. 6 seconds to go on this 5-on-3. Thompson again to Norris. Norris, far side. Sabres trying to go through the middle of the ice. That doesn't work out. 5-on-3 is over. Norris centering for Quinn is shot from the slot. Misses everything. And the Sabres have to get out of the zone. Unbelievably pathetic. Here's Dahlin. Playing it to the point for Doan. Finally, he's out there. Gets it to Thompson. Kicks it around. Norris can't handle it. And now the Rangers have a 2-on-1 shorthanded. Here's Trocheck across. Cooley in. Stopped by Luukkonen. And he whacked a couple times at Luukkonen. Sabres didn't appreciate that. 33 seconds left. The Sabres are just going to waste their times, I guess. Why even put out a power play unit if you're just going to dance around, not have any offensive zone movement, stand around the same friggin' spots. There's no puck possession. They get so antsy when one guy gets on them. They do understand in a 5-on-3, there are 2 guys open always. Find them. But they can't find them because the other teams know that the Sabres aren't going to move around. We can just guard up in a big triangle here in the middle of the ice and do nothing. I don't understand what the point of even dressing a power play unit. Can we just elect not to have a power play? And again, our awful face-offs are resulting in so much lost time here with these man advantages. They lose another face-off in 20 seconds. The Sabres are just playing around with their thumbs at center ice. They chip it into the corner here. Doan in on the forecheck. Doan now centering this one to Zucker. In front, Benson there. But he can't get it to go by Shesterkin. 6 lonely, measly seconds remain on this power play. I mean, I am just so beyond frustrated with the Sabres' performance. This is not the team we have seen all season. This is worse. This is even worse than the crap we saw last week against Ottawa and Washington. At least those teams were desperate. The Rangers, what are they desperate for? They're ready to go to Cancun. Sabres finally win a faceoff here. Owen Power now with the puck at the point. And that's it for the power play. What a waste. There's a shot towards the net. Shesterkin makes the save. Another centering attempt here for Buffalo. No one in front. Dahlin with 12 seconds to McLeod going cross ice here. Sticked away from Tuck. Tuck with 6 seconds. Doesn't get a shot off. Now McLeod back up to the point. Oh my God. Do they not understand? You got to get a shot off. It goes up and out of play. That's a waste. What a waste. What a waste. If they lose this game, that's an incredibly huge blown opportunity. They will fall to third in the Atlantic. And Montreal would get above them just based off win percentage. Unbelievable. I mean, I just don't understand why the Sabres cannot play with that same level of desperation that so many other teams across the Eastern Conference have been playing with over the last couple weeks. Sure, you got in, but there is so much more now to play for. Playoff seeding, etc. Come on. This is unacceptable. And Lindy Ruff has got to show them the fear of God. Put the fear of God in them. So 2.7 seconds left. Maybe one last face-off here. Sabres won't win it. Tage they're all setting up here for a shot. Tage doesn't win it. Don't actually follows up, and that is it. What a waste of a second period. The Sabres had a 2-0 lead in this hockey game. The Rangers storm back with 3 of their own, 2 coming on the power play, and the Sabres find themselves going into a 1-goal hole here for the third. An awful game, an awful result. The Sabres need to look within themselves here and find a result. Yeah, it is a gutless performance right now. They're not playing with any fire. And I mean, look, we can point to the Tampa game on Monday and say, hey, they're the Sabres. Those are the Sabres that I know and love. And they showed up. The Sabres showed up for that game. It's like they knew that one was important. What they are too dumb to understand right now is that all of their games are important. You can't sleep through a game against the last place New York Rangers because you're tied at the top of the conference. You're either third tonight or you're first in the Atlantic. They gotta understand. They gotta figure out what they want in the third period. And it starts with just getting a goal back here. It starts with getting 1 goal back and then building off of that. It's a shift and then another shift. Another good play. We need a Doan to step up. We need a Benson to step up. Doan hasn't gotten a lot of playing time again here tonight. He must be in the doghouse with Lindy. Sawyer, I'm not even saying this ironically this time. The solution is in the room. They've shown it all year. They just aren't doing it tonight. And against the New York team that is all but checked out, it can't happen. It can't happen. I don't know. They shouldn't want to go to Tampa. That's a really, really bad idea if you're Buffalo. Going to Bell Center or Tampa. You don't want to do either one of those. Awful idea. So, yeah. That's where we're at right now, and it's got to change, and it's got to change fast. And I gotta say, I'm concerned about the Sabres penalty kill. Another game where the penalty kill is given up not only 1 goal, but 2 goals. Multi-goal games for opposing power plays against the Sabres penalty kill. It's almost as if Connor Timmins doesn't do much. It's almost as if we need Sam Carrick out there to win these face-offs. But he's injured. Yes, I would much rather play Boston or Columbus or Ottawa over Montreal or Tampa any day of the week. It's an easy choice. And right now, we are limping into the postseason. So, things have to change. And, yeah. Just not good enough. Yep. Gonna take a big third period. And I don't really care if they get 2 points in regulation or in overtime. I don't care. 2 points or 2 points. At this point in the season, yeah. Yeah, I would be too. Yeah, the Sabres are on a major skid right now, ladies and gents. Three of our last 8 teams, or 3 of our last 8 games have ended up in wins, so. Yeah. Well, would the Caps get into a playoff spot tonight? Crazy had Metza in, and we were giving up a goal a game for a stretch, and they think, yeah. Well, Timmins doesn't move the puck very well. Ugh, I think it's time for my annual, my streamly piss and get water time. So I will do that. Don't go anywhere, and if you do, make sure to like before you head on out. Let's check in how many likes we got. 41. Okay, 9 to 50. 9 to 50. We can get there. We can get there. I'll be back. Guess who's back? Donald's back. Yeah, it's kind of shocking how we've never been able to score on a power play. They're probably gonna see a weird guy looking out from his window and going, who's that? Is he okay? Is he off? And the answer is yes, I am. Yeah, the Sabres are backing their way right now into the playoffs. Definitely not the kind of momentum you want to have going into the postseason. It's like they got to the playoffs and it was like, that's it. We're all done. Whatever happens, happens. It's like, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Yeah, so all right, last 7 games including tonight's game here for the Sabres. Their power play is operating at a 12.5%, really awful. Their penalty kill operating at a 72% kill rate, which is also super awful. Not good. Special teams is becoming a major concern here for Buffalo. And that is, special teams is a huge reason why the Sabres have only won 3 of our last 8 games. Creepy new neighbors, yeah. Yeah, right. That's me, I guess. Cool. Great. Ugh. How much time we got left? I just want to see real quick. Look at that. Look at that. Are you guys ready for the playoffs? My graphics are ready. Is this a Noah Ostlund? Yeah, in part. Noah Ostlund brought a nice little jolt to the middle six that the Sabres haven't had, and, well, since I guess Ostlund got injured. But there's the... That was a brief look at the Sabres playoff graphic. Hope you guys like it. 89% of you guys think the Sabres will win. Not if they play like how they did in the first 2 periods, I'll tell you that. Yeah, just get the next goal, and we're cooking. Get the next goal, and the Sabres are back, okay? That's all we gotta do. All right, we continue to tick down on this intermission. I'm just being relatively quiet, keeping my voice here. A friend reserved me a ticket for me for the playoffs. How far do I think the Sabres are going to go for this year? It's 50-50. We got out of the first round. I'll give them a slightly better odds. Actually, if we play like this, way less than 50-50. Ceiling for this team, second round exit. Yeah, that'll sit well. Second round exit, but I don't want to be too negative, but I don't know. This team may not get out of the first round right now, playing like this. Buffalo, do you believe? I'm a diehard semi-pro. Oh, nice. Yeah, well, on the bright side, when the pressure was amped up there against Tampa, the Sabres really turned up their game and played what was a classic Sabres hockey game from this season. But before and after that, it hasn't been good. I mean, if they translate what they did against Tampa on Monday into the playoffs, We'll beat Tampa. We'll beat Montreal. We'll be one of the most feared teams out of the East. But I'm just concerned because there's a Tampa game, there's that Kraken or Islanders game as well versus the Ottawa, the Washington tonight. A couple of these other results that just haven't been good enough. And I hope they go on a far run. Anything past the second round, I think is a bonus. But special teams is a major concern right now for this hockey club. If they can't get that sorted out in time for the playoffs, then we're in trouble. Sabres are in trouble. Again, the Sabres haven't won a playoff series since 2006. It's been, has it really been 2006? Do I like the PWHL? I gotta say, I haven't watched the PWHL. The Women's Hockey League, I know it's been a huge craze recently, but I wouldn't say I've watched much of it. Haven't seen a ton. By all means and accounts, it looks great. Hockey looks great. The crowds are coming alive here in huge numbers for the PWHL. And it looks like it's a growing game, and I'm all for it. I'm all for more people playing hockey, growing the game of hockey, not just for men, but for women as well. So I've seen a couple clips here and there, but outside of that, not much. But that's a me issue. That's not anyone else. I just got to pick up the... I don't even know where they show the games. Do you guys know where they televise the PWHL games? I couldn't tell you. My TV's not cooperating. I'm sorry to hear that, old buff. But we are about to get underway here for the third and maybe final period of this hockey game. It's gonna be a big game. Big period here for the Sabres. They need to get 2 points on the board from tonight. Fubo? Yeah, I don't have Fubo. All right. Filter back in chat. Next period should start in a couple of seconds here momentarily. Yada yada. Yes, my son was 4 last time they made it. Now he's 24 at National Guard. Last time they made it, 2011. I was 7 years old. No, I'm 22. So it's been a long time. Do they have a National Ball Hockey League? I have no idea, all buffs. That's going to be a question for someone in chat. Too much consideration. I am not getting Fubo. Why? What's wrong? I thought Fubo was free, is it not? What are the downsides? But all right. I'm 600 miles from the game and it's blacked out on TNT. There's no way, Rob C. Are you serious? I briefly just looked on Twitter and I was seeing a lot of people having issues with the blackout on TNT. And everyone's all frustrated and stuff. So, yes, 20 states are involved. Sponsored by Barstool. Interesting. Did not know that. National Ball Hockey League. Cool. But I gotta say, another big storyline this game. Everybody losing a skate blade for the Rangers and Sabres. 3 players lost their skate blades so far today. It's like a regular TV service doesn't have a lot of vital channels, not TNT, TBS, bunch of other random channels. Why was I thinking Fubo was free? What's wrong with me? What am I thinking of? Am I thinking of Tubi or something? I don't know. Well. Alrighty, but here we go, folks. Ready for this third. Sabres enter it down by a goal, looking to keep their hopes of getting first in the division alive. There's a missed pass from the defenseman there. It started off great. Sabres whiffed on a pass, and now they're not going to force a turnover or an icing somehow. Did not see a Rangers player get a touch on that puck. Now the Sabres turn it over along the wall, trying to fight. I'm just going to give up on trying to commentate and say that. Rangers are on a big run. Yeah, they did just beat Washington 8-1. That's true. But still, I don't care. Sabres got to get 2 points. Doesn't matter if this was the last place team or the first place team. 2 points are 2 points against everybody. All right, Sabres finally get it out. Oh, you're way up there, Rob. You're up in the Adirondacks up there. Way north. I've only been up there once, and I just drove through. I was driving through Watertown en route to Quebec. Here are the Sabres in the offensive zone. Quinn's pass to the outside. Miss McLeod. They're forced out of the zone. McLeod trips up on himself or something. Sabres lose it at the blue line. Rangers shoot it in again. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of sloppiness again from the Sabres. Here's Powers' pass across. Picked off. Rangers trying to keep it in. Cannot. They're forced back to center here. And they'll just send it back down low. Minute 20 or minute 40 gone here in the third period. Sabres looking for some sort of offensive jump. Not getting much so far. Byram with the outlet pass. That missed his recipient, Doan. And the Rangers tip it back in again. No icing. What the hell was Dahlin doing? Playing way too casual. He sends a buddy pass here for Benson. He can't clear. Goes to the point now. And eventually, good pressure by Timmins to force that play out of the zone. Now a good play again. Ooh, I thought Benson had the puck. I can't ever tell here. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. There's a knockdown attempt here by the Sabres at the Rangers blue line. Dahlin now crossing over into the Rangers zone along the near side boards. He's going to leave it there along the near side. Sabres playing it into the corner. Krebs looking for the stick of, I don't know, Kozak. And now the Rangers get away from them, and they'll go back forward. Up with speed, up to the far side, centering that pass. Just missed the stick of Brodzinski. And now Laba trying to receive that centering pass again. That goes between his legs. And Melanstein can skate the other way. The Sabres have as much energy as I do right now. And that's not a good thing. I've been studying all day. What's their excuse? I know a guy who went to college up in Plattsburgh. Jeez. It's a nice area. I've never been up. Yeah, like I mentioned, I've never been up to that part of New York. Rangers shoot it in, goes to the far side, and then they'll play it to the point here. Fox just wrists one down low, looking back post. There was a man going forward towards the net. Rangers couldn't find him, but the Sabres are just playing clear and pray right now. Rangers are smothering Buffalo. Here's Connor Sherry for Cartier down low. Cartier to Sherry in front. What a save by Luukkonen to keep the Sabres in this hockey game. He just robbed Zibanejad with the glove. Oh my goodness. Wow. It goes right in front. Oh, it actually got blocked. Oh, that's why. Power blocked it. He was just standing in front. Power just saved the game here for the Sabres. Take that, haters. But still, I mean, the Sabres are not playing good here in this third period. They have shown no more life here in this third than they did in the first or second, which is really concerning. They just got to get a couple plays strung together here. And again, come on, get a pass going through center. There's a reason why this Rangers team is in last. It's because their neutral zone play is awful. Here's Timmins. Circling forward his pass, looking to go forward and miss the mark. McLeod now trying to get towards the loose puck. It ricochets into the Rangers zone. Goes behind the net now. Mika stop and pulls up on a couple Sabres, but can't clear. Here's Byram. Byram looking to send this one to the net. Quinn couldn't find it. McLeod couldn't follow up either. Rangers have it. They get it to the point, but not out. Kept in by Timmins. Here's Timmins. Oh my God. He turns it over at the blue line. Rangers clear. It's incredibly lackadaisical right now. Here's Byram now with the puck. A little bit of space up the far side. Takes a shot towards the net. Easily gloved down by Shesterkin. And you had Shesterkin on the run there in the first period. First couple minutes. But... It's just been a really poor period. All right, offensive zone faceoff here for the Sabres. Won there by the Rangers. They'll actually win it to the near side. Cooley beats a foot race there with Timmins. He'll knock it down the ice. Not far enough for an icing, just holds up long enough. Now down lane. Oh my God. His breakup pass cleanly intercepted by Trocheck. He spins around to center this one. Picked off by Benson here, reading the play very nicely. But again, the breakouts, nothing are going right here. Sabres actually have a little space here as Dahlin drops it off. Samuelson trying to walk to the middle of the ice. He can't cleanly do so, and the Rangers will eventually get out of their own end. 14.5 minutes. Tick, tick, tick. Sabres haven't shown me a lot. And again, if the Sabres lose this game tonight, they will drop to 3rd in the Atlantic. Krebs with a shot. Sticked away by Shesterkin. Here's Thompson spinning around, finds Krebs. Krebs doesn't play it to the point. He'll just send it towards the net. Scores! Deflected in front by Alex Tuck. And out of nowhere, the Sabres tie this game up at 3. There it is. There's the goal. Alex Tuck had a goal Monday night against Tampa. He picks up a crucial tally here against the Rangers. Krebs just held up with this puck in the high slot, and he shot it. And it was just the slightest of deflections there for Tuck. And it goes underneath the glove of Shesterkin in the back of the net. Yeah, nothing I can do about the behindness. Ooh. All right, well, I'm now updated here. Looks like I was 20 seconds behind. My bad. I don't know why TNT did that. I never even paused my screen. And now the Sabres. It happened. A similar thing happened in that Boston game too. I just got really behind in my TNT HBO Max stream, and yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but it's a tied game no matter what here. And the Sabres are in a tied hockey game, 3-3. And they move forward again. A little bit of more life in their play at the moment. Shesterkin off the boards to Sherry. That puck gets out of the zone, deflects back in. Sabres touch it up. That'll be a nice offsides call. 13:27 on the clock here. The Sabres, courtesy of Alex Tuck, gets it to go here. And, wow, the Sabres, crucially, vitally, has a goal in this game. And it looks like it's weird. The NHL app is crediting the goal right now to Peyton Krebs, and only Peyton Krebs. So I want to see a replay again. Did Tuck actually get a piece of that puck? It appeared so. I think the NHL app is just smoking something. Yeah, right now the NHL app is crediting Peyton Krebs with the goal. So I don't know about that. Refused to be moved. That's right. Tuck blocked the eyes of Shesterkin, did just enough. And yeah, I just refreshed it. I don't know here. The NHL app's kind of in a toughie right now. The NHL app just pushed said the NHL app has the game at 4-3 right now. I don't think it's 4-3. I'm not that far behind, am I? I'm on commercial break right now with all of you guys. So I don't want to put up the goal information yet. It looks like the NHL higher-ups are kind of struggling right now. Let's see here. What the heck are they doing? I'm not sure what the NHL app is currently doing, folks, but I think I'm just going to go with the Alex Tuch here. Looks like Alex Tuch's going to get awarded with the goal. There we go. Now the NHL app's finally updated it. Not sure what the heck they were doing. It's updating in real time. Alright. There it is. Finally, we have the goal confirmed. Goal information confirmed as well. As we return to play here. It only took 3 minutes for the NHL app to realize it. I thought it was pretty clear in real time that Alex Tuch had deflected that one in. Anywho, Sabres working here in the offensive zone now with McLeod. Trying to leave it there for Byram. Gets it back to McLeod. There's a quick shot at the point. Sits it loose in front. They jam away and score again! It's Jason Zucker at the side of the net. He waited out Igor Shesterkin, eventually poked it around him, and the Sabres, just like that, are back out in front. It's now 4-3, Buffalo. Oh my goodness. Jackie Redmond was talking about the Rasmus Dahlin and his fiancée situation. Meanwhile, the Sabres got back to what they do well, was circling the puck in front. There was a shot from the point, got to Zucker in front. He tried to wait out Shesterkin to the backhander. Couldn't, but he goes around the pad, tucks it inside the goal for a 4-3 hockey game. And just like that, the Sabres are back out in front. What a crucial, crucial goal there. We are alive, baby. Wow. Great start to the third here for Buffalo. So the Sabres have stormed back out in front. That's 2 goals in the last minute 30 here for Buffalo. Minute 23, bud. Who's counting? And now the Sabres are trying to get back to work again. Norris to the front of the net. Whacks at it a couple times. Shesterkin with the save. The Rangers, another weird bounce off the boards. They went to clear. It took a weird bounce, came back to them. Now they're able to generate some speed going into the Sabres zone. Around the near side here. The Sabres got to lock down defensively now. There's a shot from Fortescue along the boards. Never reached Luukkonen. Yeah, I'm seconds ahead now? Oh, that's crazy. All I did was refresh it. Yeah, I'm up to date now. But here, 12 minutes remaining here in this third period. The Sabres, out of complete nothingness, have stormed back out to a lead against the Rangers. And here's Dahlin looking to go forward here. He finds a pass for Tuch with some speed up the near side. His short side shot, gloved down by Shesterkin for a whistle. And so now the NHL app is right. We did score again. And they haven't updated the assist tallies here on the Jason Zucker goal. Whatever. We'll check back in at intermission or at commercial. Special day when Don is ahead of a broadcast. I know that never happens, and I'm shocked because YouTube's always got a 10-second delay. That amazes me. Here's another face-off here for Tage and the Sabres. Krebs trying to work off the defenseman for a shot. He can't, and now the Rangers come back the other way here. Into the Sabres end, JT Miller goes. Far corner, Power can't get it away from Miller. Miller getting some support here from Connor Sheary. They keep whacking away at it in the corner. It was the same thing that happened last Wednesday, too, against Boston, where the Sabres scored 2 in 2 shifts. 2 goals, that is. Sabres eventually win the board battle, looking to get forward. Krebs had his stick lifted. Now, eventually, he'll get it forward here. Here are the Rangers again going cross ice with that pass. With Sayorka. Well, these rookies are just screwing me up. I did not do enough prep for this game. Too many rookies in the lineup, Rangers. Is this what it's like playing against the Sabres when we have a bunch of randos in the lineup? Here is Buffalo going through center. That pass deflected into the Ranger zone. Pearson first in on the forecheck. plays it to the near side corner, gets caught up and stuck on the near boards. Laba trying to dig away at it. He'll just play it behind the net. Shesterkin leaves it there for Robertson. Robertson gets away from one, just about evades Beck Malenstein. And now Timmins got some good pressure along the board. Sabres D, now they're active. They're alive. The boys are alive. Big check along the end boards there by Malenstein. And they're still tied up right now. He's going to get a penalty here, looks like. And it looks like, who's going to get the penalty here? Borgen, I think, is going to get a penalty. He was holding on to the stick of Malenstein after Beck ran him down along the end board. So it appears the Sabres are going back to the power play.
I'm the kind of guy, if I sent you on
so
a power
Borgen just
play,
never let go
out.
of Malenstein there.
I don't like power play people.
The Sabres are going to get another power play. It'd be real nice here with an even 10 minutes for Buffalo to get a power play goal, to really put some separation between them and the Rangers. Beck is so great. Beck he's my spirit animal. Sabres legend Will Borgen. Expansion draft legend Will Borgen. I remember the days of debating whether we should let Borgen go. So off the face-off here, per the norm, Norris loses it. Rangers send it down the ice. So yep, it's 2 minutes in the box. Borgen for holding the stick. Quinn now looking to go forward. He gets to the blue line. He'll cut back. He nearly turns it over. There's a Zibanejad. Trocheck now with the puck. Can this power play just stop being complete trash? Stop dropping it back. I will pay them all of the cash in my bank account if they just don't drop the puck back every time they get to the blue line. Now they finally enter the zone. The Sabres sending it towards the middle of the ice. It's loose there for a moment. Nobody can settle the loose puck. And now we're going to get a call here against Buffalo. Yep, that makes sense. Yep, that makes sense. Good job. Good job, Josh Norris. This power play is so gosh darned useless. What is the point of even having a power play unit? What is the point? Norris is going to go get 2 for a hook here. Oh my god. 2 minutes for hook for Norris. So we'll have a minute 17 here at 4-on-4, and then the Rangers will have 43 seconds with power play time. My goodness. This power play is horrifically bad. McLeod loses the faceoff here in the Sabres' own zone. There's a shot, blockered away by Luukkonen. Puck, and the rebound goes to the blue line. Rangers just about keep it in. Now they go to the far side circle, back across, no shot yet. Poked away from the stick of Robertson. McLeod just couldn't get back towards it. If he had done so, you'd be one-on-one with with Shesterkin. Here's Robertson, slowly moving forward, backhands that pass towards Lafreniere, who camped out on the near side boards. Mr. Dickinson, yep, or Miss Dickinson. The power play is epically bad. This power play needs to be studied by all future power plays into how the hell can you be so bad, huh? Is it a player problem? Is it a coaching problem? I'm inclined to think a coaching problem because the skill is there. But here's Schneider in the Sabres zone with 19 seconds left, 4-on-4. The Rangers, they've had most of the puck here. But now they lose it. Laba just had it poked off his stick at the blue line. He's got to be careful here. He just plays it back to his goalie, Shesterkin. Shesterkin will pass it forward. Cooley dances around one. Rangers now with the man advantage for 43 seconds here. Less than 8 to go in the period. Zibanejad with Miller. They trade spots. Now they'll enter the blue line. Nice move by one. They get it forward. Now outside. Zibanejad's shot blocked in front. And now Timmins can clear it down the ice. Rangers getting a little too cute there. And there's McLeod trying to poke and prod at the Rangers player. Rangers, though, evade him and get into the zone. Here's Fox at the point. He'll just rocket this one down low for Timmins. Puck rolls off his stick and right to a Rangers player. Now to the point. Miller, his shot blocked. Gets it back again. Across to Trocheck, now he finds it back inside. Power play expired. Trocheck can't get a shot off in the middle of the zone. Rangers still applying some pressure here. Here's Tuck. Back up to Fox. Fox's shot blocked, and now it bounces right to McLeod. McLeod with a little bit of space. He'll just chip it into the corner here. And now, ooh, good turnover here by the Sabres. Come on, Norris. Or Doan. Are you kidding me? Great steal by Doan, though, at center ice, making up for his mistake. He had a man streaking in the high slot towards the goal. Couldn't find him. Now Doan again to the outside with speed. Centers this one in front. Missed everybody. Doan gets it again on the far boards. There's a shot from down lane. His shot deflects into the corner. Power with the puck on his stick. Gets it around to Krebs in the far corner. Krebs centers to Thompson. No shot lane, so he'll just get back to the boards. He plays into the near corner. That pass only finds Brodzinski, and the Rangers can get forward here. Or not. That pass missed everybody, and we'll go down for an ice. 6:03 remaining now in this game. 89 people in the chat. I totally forgot to say subscribe and like and do whatever. Yada, yada, yada. Thank you very much. All right, let's get that goal information quickly on the board here. I still haven't gotten the Sabres' 4th goal on the board, so you guys don't know. How could I do that to you guys? Hey, Parker Dickinson, thank you so much. All right, we are back underway here. Rangers win the defensive zone faceoff. I'll get this up. There we go. That's the 4th goal of the game. As the Sabres deflect that shot, or that pass into the Rangers zone, that'll be an icing call against Buffalo. With 5:46 to go. So we got 5:46 to go here. We're getting to the dog days of this 3rd period. It's a 1-goal hockey game. Nothing is ever easy for this Sabres team. Rookie mistake, lol, JK. Yeah, it's, shouldn't be a rookie mistake anymore. I've been doing this forever, but I got my own blotchety sort of style. Sabres win that face-off, and they force a turnover here. Here's Kozak knocking a man down to the ice. Gets one towards the net. Shesterkin quickly plays it forward, and here's Lafreniere with speed going to the net. Centers this one. It's knocked down loose in front. Eventually, Kesselring finds it with some support here from Benson. Takes it to the wall. Kesselring loses it behind the net. Rangers get it to the point. Gavrikov across. Fox back to Gavrikov. He's got space. He goes one more pass too many into the skates of one. Nobody gets the shot off, and the Sabres eventually clear. Ashton, thank you so much for subscribing. Guys, can we get some W's in the chat for Parker and Ashton? Thank you, folks. 102 now in the chat. Sabres currently leading the shot count 9-0 this period. Rangers down by a goal are going to have to change that script. You have to flip that script. Here's Benson knocking his puck down at the blue line. And Sabres were just offsides there. So they have to retreat now. Watch out. Zibanejad, he's been all over this 3rd. Trying to go forward with that pass. He can't. Sabres will return the favor here. Robertson. Forward. To Ty Cartier. Out of their zone, the Rangers go. There's a pass, though, that missed everybody. And will be an icing call here with 4:20 to go. I always forget. Under 5 minutes, I'm supposed to hit the button and the red background will go up behind the time, but when I'm in the game, I always forget. Yes, please tap on that like button. Thank you, thank you. Actually, I gotta update the subscriber count. Ooh, we got a lot more now. 8 more. Just keep collecting them. Hell yeah. All right. Sabres win the faceoff. Samuelson back at this point. His shot goes wide. Finds Krebs in the far corner. Krebs just trying to jam away at that with Braden Schneider. Eventually, it's dug home by Tage. His spinorama shot saved by Shesterkin. Rangers can't clear again, though. Krebs at the point to Timmins. Back down low into the corner. Tuck. Good play. He's able to keep the play alive here. To Krebs. He's trying to go back around to Tage. Tage looking for it, can't find it. Eventually, Cartier gets that one out of the zone. Goes cross ice here for Trocheck. Ooh. Let's get that 5th goal. Hell yeah. Ricky J, but he would be proud. I appreciate that, Brass Master. I don't know who Ricky J... Oh, Rick Jenneret. Look, I'm not even trying to be close to Rick Jenneret. Rick Jenneret is on a pedestal of his own. I'm just trying to be a cheap imitation of him. And even then, that's still a lot. Here's McLeod entering the Sabres zone. Oh, trying to go cross ice to Quinn. It was just behind him, though. Puck and the play goes into the corner. Now the Sabres are playing to the far corner. You always got to wonder with Mike Sullivan, especially with nothing on the line, how soon before Shesterkin leaves his net. Here are the Rangers going through center now. Fox will leave it at the blue line. Try to go cross ice here. The intended pass recipient was Cooley. Never got to him. And the Sabres just get it outside the blue line. He was the best. He was the best. I wish he were here for this team right now. But Dan Dunleavy's really grown on me. I always thought early in his calls, tenure, whatever you want to call it, play call and tenure, he was kind of boring. But now he's got pop, he's got emotion. It's great. 2:25 now, and we continue to tick, tick, tick here on the Rangers. Sabres, again, have the play in the Rangers zone. Good keeping at the blue line. It goes around below the goal line here for Beck Malenstein. He drifts into the far corner, supported by Pearson, being checked to the boards and pinned by Schneider. So the puck continues to sit there. I'm okay with that. Waste clock. This is great. This is fantastic. Shesterkin has not been able to get out of his own net. The Sabres just keep playing it into the Rangers zone. Good hit there by Kozak. Yeah. He caught Cartier up high. Now the Rangers will just sit behind their own net. And we're waiting. Borgen's like, is Shesterkin going to go? No. Oh. Rangers still with the puck behind their own net. Now they'll go for it. And I think Shesterkin's off to the bench. There's a shot from JT Miller. That was the first shot on goal for the Rangers. So yes, finally confirmed. Shesterkin's off to the bench. Rangers have things set up in the Sabres zone. There's a pass from the point that gets picked off, and now it leaks outside, and it's a foot race. Here's the game. Doan with the game on a stick goes across. The Sabres score! Into the empty net it goes. Zach Benson's going to get a second of the game. Doan and Benson had a 2-on-0 on the empty net. Doan didn't want it. Benson took it. It's a 2-goal hockey game. And that should put the finishing touches here. Very unselfish play there by Doan. He won the foot race with Fox. Just slid it across to Benson, and Benson was like, all right, I'll take your charity. I'll take your charity work. Thank you very much. And the Sabres will take 2 points in this hockey game. Cash in my parlay. Poor Ashton. So that, I wonder if the Sabres are going to be faced with another empty net situation here. Rangers down by 2 with a minute to go. 107 people. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Make sure to do that, what I just said. Do something like that. But we got a minute even here left in this third period. And thank goodness the Sabres were able to pull it out. It was getting a little too close there for a second. Yeah, we're going to get to 104 points. The Sabres, by all means and accounts, are going to go to sleep tonight first in the Atlantic. So if the Montreal Canadiens beat Tampa in Montreal tomorrow night, the Sabres will continue to hold on to first because we do have the second tiebreaker over Montreal secured. Yep, looks like Igor's going to take a seat on the bench again here. Offensive zone face-up for the Rangers, won by the Sabres. Byron finds it. Tuck gets it forward to the blue line. Sabres just whack it forward, bounces it off the boards, and that'll be an icing call here against Buffalo. So we have another face-off coming up here after that icing call from Buffalo. Wow. I just want Josh Stone to get to 50 points here, folks. Show the JJ Peterka homers that Kevin Adams was always right. Here's a face-off win. Zibanejad's one-timer ricochets off the end board, sat out in front. We saw a similar play in that Boston game. Didn't hurt the Sabres then. Kozak able to find that rebound and skate it out of the zone. 34 seconds remain. Miller backhands this one into the Sabres zone. Now they try to center it here. It gets to the blue line. Sabres can't get it out. They can't settle a knock bouncing puck. Zibanejad settling middle pass gets picked off there by the Sabres, and they will send it down the ice here with 16.1 seconds to go. So 3 goals here in the third period here for the Buffalo Sabres. Zach Benson getting the most recent one, as you just saw on your screens. Jason Zucker and Alex Tuch getting the other 2. Maybe 6. 16 seconds to make it 6 goals. All right, another face-off win here by the Sabres. They get it to the near side boards. Tuch is there, looking to get it forward. He can't. Rangers are clearly offsides. I don't know why they touched that puck. Face-off will go all the way back in their own zone. You got to expect Shesterkin to enter his crease again. Yeah, he will. But here we go. The Sabres are going to get another win. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I don't have my Tage Thompson rally towel with me. Damn it. I'll make sure to have it for the playoff streams. Don't worry. 7.9 seconds remain. It's basically the end. This is the end. All right, Sabres win that faceoff. Here's Byram at the point. Plays it out wide. That shot from Quinn blocked. Ricochets to the corner. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it. The Sabres get to 104 points. They'll finish the evening in first in the Atlantic. Huge win for them, and all eyes now turn to the Tampa-Montreal game tomorrow night. The Sabres, of course, will play again. They'll face off against the Columbus Blue Jackets. I believe that's also tomorrow night. So we will be looking at the Tampa-Montreal game, but also the Sabres just got to keep plugging away and getting 2 points. Got to keep getting 2. They do their jobs, though, tonight here. 40 regulation wins. Could you even believe that? If someone said that to you at the beginning of the year, the Sabres with 48 wins, 104 points, first in Atlantic, with 3 games to go in the regular season, making the playoffs, you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. No one could believe that. I wouldn't believe that. But the Sabres team has made it happen all year long. They were down by a goal entering the third period, but fought back. They fought back like heck, and I mean, this is a hard-earned win for them. But my voice is tired. I am tired. Let's do our end of the stream shout-outs here. Victor, thank you. Put in the books, baby. Hell yeah. Mr. Dickinson, what was your Parker Dickinson? Yes, Parker Dickinson. I remember that. Thank you so much. You'll be back. I appreciate that. Music to my ears. Thanks, Jason. Renzex, Jace, or I already said Jason, Rob, Coyote, Chris, Fleetwood Mac, love that name, by the way. I think I've said that already tonight. All Buff, Osiris was here, Buffalo Rider, I said Victor, Zamil, yes, Sawyer has been in and out, but I appreciate him, always do. Ashton was here. Carson's channel. Hell yeah. Brassmaster as well. What else we got here? Remy's dad came in and reminded us that Jack Quinn sucks. It's either Jack Quinn or On Power with Remy's dad. I love it. I love it. Yeah, the Sabres might never make it easy, I guess. But if you want to shout out, you got a couple more seconds here. Just say something in the chat. Say anything. Anything at all. But in a week and a half, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this graphic. Oh man. Oh, man. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be fantastic. There's your graphic. There it is. When is the next stream? Good question. Let's look at the Sabres schedule here. I can tell you right now in a sec. I don't know what Cal and Jaden's plans are for tomorrow. I won't be able to stream the let's see here. Yeah, so the Sabres play the Blue Jackets tomorrow. I can't stream it. One, because I'm blacked out since I'm within 4 hours of Columbus. But also it's a Thursday and I have class. So we're looking at next Monday at 8:30. So I should be able to do that one. Ooh, that'll be a late night game. It's at 8:30. So I'll probably do the next time you'll see me is on Monday, where the Sabres are going to Chicago. Joe, thank you. We showed up. Yes, sir, we did. But that'll be the next stream for me. You guys should just join the Discord and bombard Kale with questions. Are you going to stream tomorrow? Are you going to stream tomorrow? Are you going to stream? Because that's the Columbus Blue Jackets Buffalo Sabres game. That's going to be huge. Huge for the wildcard race. Columbus is chasing Ottawa at the moment. So yeah. And then I should be able to do the Blackhawks game then on Monday. And then the finale, the season finale between the Sabres and Stars will be on TNT, but also on, more importantly, on Buffalo Sports Center. But yeah, that's 2 in a row here for the Sabres, and they desperately needed this get-right win. As much as the Tampa game was a huge win, playoff seeding-wise, just beating a team that you're supposed to, taking care of business, is another good moment here for this hockey team. That's right. Join the Discord and you always get those updates. Yeah, see you next time, Coyote. Appreciate you guys. Now go home. Go to sleep. It's late. It's a Tuesday night. It's almost 10. Everyone's tired. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed, everyone. But I really do appreciate it. And then again, I wouldn't be doing the streams if it weren't for you guys. If there was no audience to talk to, it'd be kind of boring. And that's kind of how it was early in the season. There was nobody in these hockey streams. Sabres sucked. Engagement was dead, but you guys have showed up and showed loud and proud here for the Buffalo Sabres, and we appreciate it here. But anyways, that's gonna do it here for me tonight. Make sure to like and subscribe. Sabres with another 2 points. They move into first in the Atlantic. And again, we'll see what happens tomorrow night. A bunch of freaking hockey games going on. I'm curious if Colton Ellis is going to get his first start in a long time, given that Alex Line is day-to-day with an injury. We'll see about that. And we'll see about the status of Jordan Greenway. He did not play tonight. We didn't see Noah Ostlund again. He's been injured the last couple. Let's check out. We'll see what Lindy Ruff decides to do with the defensive pairs. Connor Timmins, I'm done with him. I don't need to see anymore. We'll see. We'll see if Michael Kessering gets 2 nights in a row. But again, that's it for me. I'm done. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with me. Real Deal Primer, thank you. 1 shot in the third is crazy. That's like a Sabre stat. Anywho, get out of here. Go home, kid.